I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son, that poor son, that
son of a bitch.
All right. What would be a funny way to start an episode? I can't keep falling back on the classic. Hello, I'm the Procrastinators. There's got to be something better to do, right? I can't just go back to the Doug Walker well all the time. That's always my first impulse.
You're right.
But that's all I can think of.
I stumbled on the Crow Masticators again. Remember them?
Oh no.
Yeah,
are they still
recall.
posting?
I don't think so. But all the
Yeah.
videos were like years old, and I was like, damn. I barely remember these guys.
I remember. I had forgotten. Somewhat semi-recently, I feel like we discussed them again. They brought them up and we're like, oh yeah, remember those? Remember those guys? It might have been in my Discord. I think it was a Spiral made he was doing the he was going through all the old episodes, keeping the N-word tally, and he kept notes, and he showed some notes, and they included remember the Crow Masticators? I was like, oh yeah, the Crow Masticators, our rivals, I guess. Yeah. What a journey it's been. Okay. So Give and Take. It's me, Ben Saint. Give and Takes here, and our guests this week are OblivionFall again.
Yo.
And Kaiju-kun, also returning. Right?
Hello.
You were on one other time. Yes, Kaiju-kun, art guy. What's up?
Well, yesterday we got the tree. Got a good old Christmas tree, and today I've been decorating all day. So I've been up and down step ladders, putting lights on bushes and trees and things outside, and running around, and people have been swearing because of untangling things, and it's the worst time of year, but it looks really pretty afterwards. So I'm pooped right now.
Time of year.
I'm pooped, but it's looking good, I guess.
I helped my dad decorate the tree at Thanksgiving. He had already done the outside.
You have a Thanksgiving
lights
tree?
Well, but you put it up. It was up early. He put it up early, and then we decorated it. It was great. I loved it. Okay, right. Kaiju-kun and OblivionFall, you guys are not from America, so you don't celebrate Christmas, so sorry to exclude you.
Total never heard of Christmas, ever.
What's that?
Heathens.
Never done one of those.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was a
joke. You guys
joke.
do Kwanzaa or something.
No, it's bullshit. We have Christmas in New Zealand, but our Christmas is better because it's hot. And it's in the summer.
How bizarre.
Santa is fucking he's got a ski. No, wait, not skis. What was it called? Surfing. He's a surfer. He's an idiot. I hate him.
See,
He's getting sunburned.
I feel like the whole point. I mean, obviously, Christmas comes from Norse traditions and stuff of winter feast because it's cold. Everybody warm up and try to make yourselves happy because it sucks outside. But doing that in the summer,
that's right.
I'd just be like, I'm trying to relax on the beach. I don't want to put up decorations. I don't want to do all that. It's summertime. It's the
it's
hot time.
Literally it's defeating the point. Literally, it's what's even the point?
We still
of
have
Christmas
the fucking Christmas stocking, which is a big fluffy sock that's meant to keep you warm, I guess, but it's already hot.
You should do a Christmas crux or a Christmas flipper. Christmas snorkel.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
A Christmas sandal, a Christmas crock.
Yes,
much
totally.
I am. I guess I have to buy some gifts or something. I fucking hate this shit.
Shit!
I hate gifts so much. I hate giving them, and honestly, I hate getting them too. What a disaster.
I know. My family's doing a Secret Santa this year. And that's the only thing we're doing because a lot of us are poor right now.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to buy a gift for someone, and it's supposed to be around 100 New Zealand dollars. But the two things that they asked for is something that's free and something that's $300. And I can't get either of those. Because the free one, like, they could just grab. I don't think they realize it's for free, so I have to find something else
get
for
it
them.
for free.
I keep putting it off.
Yeah, like so do that one. What's even the question?
But if you have money left over, you're supposed to get something else from the list. So it's like, I don't fucking know what to do. It's also shit you can buy on Steam, so like there's no rush. I can just buy it on the day or find something else for them, but it's dumb.
Wait until it goes off sale so you can spend money on it.
Oh yeah, good idea.
I have already done my gifts for family. They're simple things. Previous years, I know I've talked about this on the PCP, but previous years I've said, you know what? I'm just going to ask people exactly what they want, and then I'm going to buy that, so there's no chance that they'd be disappointed. But I found that there's less interest when they open the package, and that's kind of lame. It's just like, oh yeah, you got me the thing I said. So now I'm not doing that. I am buying things based on what I think they will like. And I don't know who of them will be listening to this, so I can't say. But they're pretty good. They're like a beyond like a cheap piece of shit, but not so expensive that it's embarrassing or like too much. It's just sort of a mid thing.
That's
and it's
good.
It's good. It's efficient. It's economical.
Wow,
that's right. That's correct.
What I like to do, I actually like giving presents, and I usually look for any excuse to make presents. But the fun thing about it is that I like to do my own packages. So I just pick some random paper stuff or something, and I just draw. I do like random drawings, according to like giving clues of what the present is. And people really like that.
That's awfully thought. Yeah, I mean that's pretty thoughtful. That's pretty nice. Nicer than that's more effort than I'm willing to put into it.
It's just fun.
But I guess that says more about me than it does about you, so that's okay. Pretty good. I guess I'd like to receive a kaiju gift. I guess.
You would like to.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Drawings are fun. I hadn't thought... Because, like, family... They don't like internet things
it's about
necessarily.
Family.
But, like, for internet friends, drawing, like, characters and stuff for them, that's good. I could try that. I could do a bit of that.
God. Yeah, was
just a little shitty doodle.
A few days ago, one of my friends, it was the birthday of one of my friends, so I gave him the volumes 99 and 100 of One Piece because he likes One Piece, and I drew the entire Straw Hat crew on the paper. It was really cool.
La-dee-da, very nice, very impressive.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Do you have a picture?
I hate drawing, so I don't know what you mean.
I didn't take the picture.
Damn.
What a chore.
Oh yeah,
now it's not fungible. It's forever a real thing.
No, I took a picture. Hold on.
No, you fucked it. Now it can be copy pasted. Now they can right click save.
Now it can be right click saved. Yeah. It's off the blockchain.
Let me.
Before it existed only in the realm of ideas on the blockchain.
Well, now it's real. I don't know how to share pictures. Hold on. What is this technology?
While you figure that out, I finished all my commissions. Finally, I haven't had my commission list clear in like probably about 5 years.
Oh my god! I did it. The vectors.
Yeah, the My Little Pony things where I do hundreds of images of people's characters each. I was working on one during the last episode. Mm-hmm. I finished it, and then I started on that Punk Tommy Oliver design, which I also finished the next day. I think in total, I did one commission a day for the first 8 days of December since I lost my pencilmation gig. And that was like 1,500 drawings total. But yeah, there's an image of like all the different characters I've done currently. It's
I know a bunch of these people. I didn't see the full list before. I know Sweetie Bloom.
Yeah, I see her.
Is that Eliora? No, I don't think that is Eliora. Who else do I know on this list? There's probably more.
the
no, never
for
mind.
Equestria
Doesn't
Daily is
matter.
on there. Sophisto commissioned me at some point.
Good.
Not good.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, Golden Fox. I see Golden Fox. I know who that is. Who that is.
Oh, is he the one with the sunglasses there? Yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Well, what a trip down memory lane. Base, congratulations on getting all that done.
That's impressive work.
This is an impressive oeuvre I'm looking at. A nice body of work you've built up here. A good resume.
Yeah.
I feel intimidated. I don't want to share my drawing anymore.
It's never going to be as cool as many ponies.
Yeah.
It's never going to be as cool as 1,000 ponies. Lol.
It's so intimidating.
Jeez. Yeah, that one's good. That's a winner.
I'll give you
That's
that
a
one
winner
in HD.
right there.
Hold on, there you go.
Oh, perfect. What's her name?
Cosmic Flare. This one took
Flare.
me. Yeah, this
Cosmic
one.
Flare's kind
the
of a
hair
neat
was
name.
annoying, so like I started working on it like in the first half of a year, and then just put it off for 6 months, finishing the hair.
Wow.
Even though most designs I can
jeez.
do in a single day.
Well, yeah. Speaking of getting shown up by many ponies, work, art, like doing stuff, been very hard working on the secret project. And it's stressing me out a little because I really want that done. And I've got the Lord of Ghost ghost stories. They've all been handed in, and now I have to make the PDF. But I'm at the moment, it's really stupid, and I feel stupid because basically all I need to do is like intro page, like here are the guest artist credits, and here are all the Kickstarter backers, and thank you for reading, or whatever. Like, make the PDF. I just can't choose the right font. I can't like put the layout and copy paste all of the names. And it's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be doing any of this. I'm the bottleneck now. It's my fault that it's not being made. It feels bad.
Yeah, that does feel bad. I know what you mean, though. Making decisions is hard.
Yeah.
I got to a point. I feel bad. I'm in a bad mood because the last 2 days consecutively, I have been working all day, every day on my not secret project, and I am at a part where I needed to write some dialogue. I needed to stop coding and stop drawing and write some dialogue, and it was so hard. And twice now I've written it, and then I've been like, cool, and then I've kept working for the rest of the day, and then at the end of the day I'm like, you know what, it's bad actually. I need to rewrite it tomorrow. And I just feel like I'm not making any progress. It doesn't feel like it feels like I'm spinning my wheels, and I'm upset about it.
What is it with
I'm gonna take it out on all of you. I don't know. It's just too long. I wrote and wrote and wrote, and then at the end I'm like, wow, this is like so many lines. Like shouldn't be this many lines. This just goes on and on and on. I have to whittle this down somehow. But I don't know how. So I don't know. That's as soon as we're done recording, that's what I'll be doing today. And I still, I told myself I wanted to get the beta version done by exactly 1 week from today when we're recording, by next Sunday. Will I do it? I don't know. If I don't, it's not a huge deal. I just, for my own, because that's exactly 1 year since when I started, I was like, it would be nice if I could have it done by then. So I'm trying really hard. I don't know if it'll happen.
Yeah. It's many little deadlines that are mostly self-made. But I would like to like spend the Kickstarter money doing the printing and as much as I can in like shipping stuff
before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, before I have to do my taxes, so I can write all of that expenses off.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be done for January, and it's like, geez, every day that I open the document, I'm like looking at it, I see all the Kickstarter backers' names, I'm like, how should I arrange this? Oh, fuck it, and then I leave. That's been like 3 days in a row, and I come back to it, and I'm like, but oh shit, oh we gotta go get a Christmas tree. You know what? I'll help with that. Oh, we gotta put up lights. Yeah. Anything to prevent me from doing this thing.
Yeah. I feel that way. Yeah, I feel that way with writing dialogue a lot, but I can't do it anymore because I have only a week and it's not enough time. And now I'm like, I just have to make myself do it. But then I do it and it's bad. And I'm like, well, okay, I got to redo it now. So, it's terrible. I don't know. Somebody, I don't know. My life sucks. Everything's a disaster. What more can I say? I got really mad. I've been getting really mad at everyone, and I've been mean on Twitter, even meaner than usual. I got my account pseudo locked yesterday. By pseudo locked, I mean that like everything's normal. It's just people that don't follow me can't see my tweets for 12 hours, and I think like 4 hours is left at this point. So like to non-followers, I looked like a locked account or whatever. And this is a punishment. And I just told someone to fuck off. And I guess I had told one too many people to fuck off that day. And they were like, die. And they pseudo locked my account. I told someone to fuck off because they said it was an L that I told, what's the guy's name? Was it not Matt? The guy who, someone was calling for a boycott of Toei, a like semi-big YouTuber. And then like later that same day, he was like, guys, I can't emotionally deal with this anymore. I'm revoking my call for a boycott of Toei.
It's totally
and like
not
that's
Mark.
Fucking weak shit.
Hey, that's
totally
exactly what I was gonna talk about because I'm the editor of that channel.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Okay. Well, I heard that he called for a boycott and then he like got upset or something and was like, never mind, no boycott. And I just think that's the weakest shit in the world. So I called him weak. And then somebody responded to me to tell me that was an L for not having enough empathy. And I told that guy to fuck off. And it got my account semi-locked for 12 hours. And I was right.
He didn't ask for a boycott, actually. That was like the community, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So...
Well, that's what he said. He said like, I'm... Well, hold on. Let me find the tweet so I know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I remember. I watched one of the earlier videos, one of the 2 videos he made, and he's like, "If this isn't rectified, I will not be watching your new films or something." Yeah. Is that not technically a boycott?
He said that he didn't want to encourage Toei animation anymore. But people took like that as some kind of movement, and they created a hashtag or something, and because of that, a lot of anxiety fell upon us. So in the end, what happened is that because we're not used to that. Second of all, we both have anxiety. So
I don't get it.
I know. It's really I wasn't expecting you guys talking about it before me. So I'm a bit unprepared right now.
Okay, sorry about that.
But yeah,
I just don't get it.
Well, I guess
not everyone wants to be the villain, Ben. Sometimes people don't.
How is it a villain? How is it a villain?
I don't know anything.
First of all, I don't even know what Toei did. But if they did something bad, that you don't support,
they deleted 150 of his videos in like the span of an hour.
Yeah,
and
right,
and like the accumulated current, the revenue of those videos getting views over time is like how he pays
basically
his editors.
Basically what what they did is just an absolute abuse of the copyright system. Like, because how this works is like the company should watch the video, check with YouTube if it's actually a violation of the, how is this thing called? The I forgot
Content
the word.
ID.
Yes. And if the channel is actually doing something wrong, they're in the right to, block the video. But they didn't do that. They just picked a number of videos that had Dragon Ball in the title, and they just blocked them all, just instantly in an hour. And with that, they destroy the entire revenue of the channel.
Yes, and because
we're all screwed.
He has to dispute all of them.
Yeah.
But he can't do more than 2 at once, or something about if he does too many at once, his channel might get destroyed or terminated.
Yep.
If they come back and say actually no, which they always do, and
because
so you have
it's
to wait.
Because it's if you because if you dispute and then your dispute is not accepted, it's like a strike or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked.
So he can't do that for 150 videos, and he's saying this is fucked up. Toei, please. He made a big video, pleading with Toei in Japanese. He hired somebody to speak in Japanese to them so that they could understand why this was bad for him, and being able to pay, all that stuff. And then, I guess anxiety got to him. He made a third video. I don't remember exactly what was said, but it was sort of it wasn't backtracking, I guess. But he was not really able to deal with the hubbub that was caused.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, the thing is, we didn't expect this thing to blow up. First of all, even PewDiePie made a video about it. We wasn't expecting that. So,
okay,
you gotta understand from a point of view of a person that is not really used to deal with internet shit. He's also a really nice guy. He's not prepared for the internet at all. So he just...
What are you talking about? He's a YouTuber with 680k subscribers.
Exactly. That's exactly the one thing that people is getting wrong. Because someone has a huge following, they immediately think this guy is a massive YouTuber because, he's some kind of an enterprise on its own. He's used to the internet shit and stuff, but he's not. We do videos get views, and immediately, suddenly, out of nowhere, 100k subs just come into the channel. But because we have a huge channel, doesn't mean we're prepared to deal with the pressure of that,
Sure. I'm him, and the anxiety stuff, not being able to deal with it, I don't think is too much of a problem in and of itself. I don't expect that. I just feel it's maybe a mistake to shy away from a community that's trying to support. I feel a boycott of Toei is based, personally. I think that's cool, because they're fucking with his channel. They're abusing Content ID. YouTube needs to, everyone knows YouTube sucks with the Content ID robots and stuff. I feel it's beneficial for YouTubers and audience members and just people for this to be taken as far as it can go, make enough of a stink that actually something does change.
But the thing is, from my perspective, the day this happened, I got so anxious that I had a panic attack, really bad. I had to go to the hospital and stuff, because the whole this whole thought of maybe the channel is gonna stop existing, maybe they're gonna strike it, maybe I'm gonna lose my job. It just got me. And it was really hard these days to stay positive. It was really, really hard. You have no fucking idea hard was to like wake up every day and remember like, oh shit, right, this happened. Fuck. How do I deal with this? How do we deal with this? So, as for me personally speaking, like if I was Mark, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. Like I couldn't understand the pressure.
Okay.
To be honest.
Well, but the pressure to do what? What does be what exactly does making a video where you throw up your hands and you go, never mind, like what does that do? What does that change about the situation? How does that relieve any of the pressure
of being like that feeling that you're suddenly in the center of the world and everybody's watching you and you're getting notifications all day, every day about it, and you have like a...
It doesn't fix that. It doesn't fix that problem.
What problem, Ben?
That problem, the one you were just describing. Thing about getting too many notifications and it's upsetting. Like it doesn't fix that.
It's not like it's upsetting, Ben. I mean, I don't know how I even explain it to you. Like, if you don't understand how it is to deal with this sort of this level of anxiety, right? This level of depression. If you don't know how it is to deal with that every day, with all this pressure of the entire world just surrounding you out of nowhere, like it is really hard.
I'm just saying I'm just saying I don't see how making a video where you just say, "Oops, never mind." Like, I don't see why that relieves any of that pressure or solves the problem. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make the strikes go away. It doesn't like take attention off of you. Really.
Exactly. It doesn't. So the move is just to move on, because how can you fight a multi-billionaire company that can strike and delete your channel anytime?
I mean,
how?
Yeah, it seems it's hard.
Like, imagine
to do that.
When we got like a few videos blocked in the past, and it took around a whole year to get them back in the channel. Imagine, like, how much will it take to fight for 150 videos? We did the math, and it would take around 37 years. And honestly, with this fucked up system, when YouTube doesn't want to help, also just reminder of that they don't want to help. They do not want to help. So we kind of have to fight for our own. For our own, and you can't just go to trial with Toei Animation. I mean, it's fucking Toei Animation,
well,
right?
All right, yeah. I have a thing to say about that. Then, I think like boycotts are illegal. Like, are Toei able to shut you down because you're saying boycott, or are implied to say boycott? I'm legally,
honestly confused. Like, what is the problem? Because like. Is it that you said boycott and Toei was mad and going to threaten legal action, or is the decision like, okay, well, I'm simply just not going to challenge it, and I'm just going to let the videos that are down stay down?
Yeah.
All right.
Because why would he? We don't want that. We don't want to fight for 37 years.
I don't know. It's not my business. I don't know. I mean, it's not my business whether he decides to challenge the strikes or not, or the takedowns.
It's not mine either. I mean, I'm just the editor of the channel. If he wants to, prioritize his mental health, I think that's not wrong. And I think a lot of people understand.
I don't care about it. I don't care about the mental health. Like, whatever. It's his decision. Either way, it's his decision. Whatever. It's beside the point. Like, I'm not saying nobody's saying like, oh no, he has to fight the strikes. He has to put his channel in jeopardy. Like, I don't care about that. I don't know. I get it's I don't even know what I'm arguing anymore. I don't even know what we're talking about.
I think that Mark probably needs like a spokesperson or a manager to deal, like, if he's getting anxiety from this. I don't know how you get a manager or anything, but like I'm imagining the sort of person who like you got your artist, your whatever musician, and he's like, oh shit, I'm stressed, and you got your big manager with big fists, and he points his big meaty hand at like people who are fucking with him, and he says, "Fuck you, treat him right." You need like people like that. You need a guy like that on your team. You need a manager to like punch and take all the brunt of stuff.
It's actually something we did at DA Games. Like Will used to be in charge of everything, but he has a lot of like anxiety issues. And there'd be a lot of points where he would like, if he was having like a really like bad time, he would like be like, oh no, maybe I should delete the channel, maybe I should do this or that, and he would make all the social media go black and do that thing. And we're just like, God, no, don't do that, please.
What was the guy in Bakuman? Like the manga about manga. And there was that guy who was like, ah, shit, I don't want to do anything. And he had that manager. It's like, just do it, idiot. And he's like, oh my god.
You mean the guy with the suspenders?
Yes.
Yeah, he was really good.
The guy who drew Otters. The guy who drew Otters 11.
Otters 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was his editor. Editors are.
It's
he was
funny
my
to say that because
he was my favorite, and I
character.
forget his name. Yeah.
It's funny to say that because the manager we got at DA Games also is seen wearing suspenders. So
No, not the manager. The artist guy wore suspenders. He was the businessman who like retired to draw manga, and he had the long hair and he wore suspenders most of the time.
Wearing suspenders is pretty sus.
Oh my god.
In any case, we had one of our other friends who was on the team who was very like mentally stable and based, I guess, just like take over the social media and take over like organizing everyone and telling like all the artists, okay, you're going to work on this, you're going to work on that, keeping deadlines, that sort of thing, and taking that pressure off of Will, who's like the face of the channel, so that he can have a better time, and it's been good. So it can be a good idea to do that.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. That like this is everything is so new. Like we actually weren't prepared at all for this kind of situation because we never expected that one day we're just gonna wake up and see that 150 videos were just gonna be deleted, and then making a video about it, like and updating the situation, will like trigger this reaction in YouTube in general. Like we weren't expecting that. We weren't prepared for that. We weren't mentally prepared for that. I think this experience is a learning experience, to be honest. Like if ever happens again in the future, we also need to. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're probably gonna change the entire format of the channel. Probably we're gonna move on to something different. But yeah.
Okay.
I lost track of what I was saying.
In my opinion, okay. Anxiety or no, I think objectively speaking, if a company does something bad to you, and then you make an announcement and you're like, "Hey, company did something bad," and then it makes there's a big reaction, there's a big community like outcry about it. Like setting aside how you feel about that, or if it makes you anxious or whatever, I think that's just good. That's just like a good thing that you want to happen and that is good for you. Like the initial thing, yeah, it's bad that the videos are taken down, and maybe the consequences of fighting it might be bad and not worth it and risky, and you don't want to do it because it's like a bad decision for the survival of the channel. That all makes sense and is good. But I think when the community is mad about what company did to you, it's smarter to lean into it. I think, Gib, you were saying something kind of similar before. It just doesn't make sense to me, is all. Not like the technical aspect of it, just like the like public, the way, like the way that it is being talked about doesn't add up.
Look, I think that point of view is right, But personally, like if it was me, I just wouldn't be capable to keep going. So I guess it depends of.
Okay.
I guess it depends of your mental strength or your personal situation. Like I don't know. I know Mark has some personal issues too, so I don't know. Well, the thing is, like to close this topic, I guess I don't know if you want to keep talking about it, but when I talked to you the other day to talk about the situation, I was like hoping to get into the podcast and like talk about like, hey, yeah, we should keep pressing Toei and stuff. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
Mark was gonna feel so. I didn't know he was feeling so bad. Like when I talked with him the other day, I was like, shit, like he's feeling really bad. So I guess I understand. I honestly wanted to keep going. I I was amazed at the
when you say keep going, you mean like
pressing Toei.
You mean like pressing Toei in the like publicly, or like you mean like YouTube publicly. Like behind the scenes like challenge all okay
publicly. Yeah, I mean I even was doing my own silent protest. I was like I do a lot of fan art of Toei shows. I said on Twitter like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop doing this until this situation is fixed or whatever. But I mean Mark is my boss, but he's also my friend, so I need to sympathize with him. I understand.
Sure.
I understand because I will do the same thing. Like I wouldn't be capable of keep going with all this.
I mean, I don't think
and it's
anyone.
And it's also like I told you, like it was the first time. It came out of nowhere, like out of nowhere. In 1 hour, our entire lives changed. Like, you know, so
yeah,
it is understandable, but at the same time. It is an experience to learn from and to get better at managing this kind of situation if it ever happens.
What have
future.
we learned? What have we learned?
I guess to manage the kind of situation better, I suppose.
Hire a thug. Get a mercenary with like brass knuckles.
Yeah.
And like a sloped forehead, and tell him that he has to punch people on the internet, and he'll do it.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, for now, he's having a rest. We're gonna talk about it later.
Here's what I think. I think probably here's what's, you know, this is. I think at some point probably. All right, I'm just gonna say it. I think he's probably gonna come to his senses and be like, "No, wait, we actually should keep talking about this," and then it'll just be back because I think that's the thing that makes more sense. You don't think so?
To be honest, I think the best way just to move on. Like, it's still animation.
Okay.
It's like if fighting it, you know, the ant versus the elephant.
I mean,
situation.
Well. I
really
guess, but like I mean, is the fear that they're gonna like, you know, strike even more of your videos?
The fear is that they strike the channel.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing. The YouTube system is so weird that they give all this power to these big corporations that they can do anything they want with your channel, and you as a creator can do absolutely anything. YouTube won't help. There are no legal help or anything that can do anything for you. It's stupid. And the only like, you know, there's like a proper solution, which is getting a YouTube manager that can give you like the ability to block the videos of the channel in Japan. But getting one of those managers is like you have to have like inner friends in the inner circle of YouTube to actually get a manager. It's really stupidly hard to get one. So
yeah. I mean, okay, a channel as big as Mark's though, I feel like it would be easier than most to get some YouTube attention.
But I feel like it's the Procrastinators tiny channel in comparison. We yelled about stuff that happened to us when our channel got deleted, like once. I think it was just once. We yelled about it on Twitter, and we did get response
for months and months. We did, yeah.
It took a while, but like I feel like it's possible to get the Toei thing, because I feel like Toei is a giant company. They're so giant they probably didn't even notice anything was happening. This is just sort of like, just do a YouTube sweep. We need to do that. And then a guy pressed one button and he just scanned YouTube for things. It's like, oh, this channel has a lot of Dragon Ball in the title. All right, do that. And it was just a robot doing it. And it's like, I feel like if YouTube reinstated a bunch of them, if you could get in contact with YouTube somehow, cause enough of a stink on Twitter, other social medias, and then get YouTube to be like, okay, I guess we should look into this because the community is outraged. They usually respond if the outrage is large enough.
Yeah.
And then they maybe be able to like put the majority of the videos back, or all of them, and then Toei will probably just not even notice. I feel like they're not really that involved. I don't foresee like them coming down with a real lawyer and being like, all right, time to kill you with an assassin.
You know, that's the weird thing, because I think Toei has been targeting the channel for quite some time, because they blocked some videos. We got them back after almost a year, and then they blocked them again. So they slowly and progressively started to block first 2 videos, then 5 videos, then 10 videos, and out of nowhere 150. But they've been like targeting the channel for quite some time. So I guess the channel is on the radar. I don't know, but Toei Animation as a corporation is really fucked up how it works, because it's like in animation and production is really cool and great and all that, but in terms of corporate, it kind of sucks, because they still live in like in the 20th century. I think it's managed mostly by lizards, like just old guys that just won't let you like they will block videos with people that, I don't know, you know, those videos of one guy talking to the camera and suddenly, I don't know, they have like a poster of Dragon Ball in the back. They will block videos like that. They will block videos like one guy saying One Piece once in the entire thing. Yeah. They will do that.
Well, that's like, I mean...
And they do that. Yeah. And we got several comments of people, of other smaller content creators, like... They have this problem. Like, they have this problem where they do, like, I don't know, fan arts, and, I don't know, some guy draws Goku or Luffy or something, and they get the video blocked, and then they get it back, and they block it again and again and again. They keep blocking it. So, I don't know. They're weird. Such a weird company.
Yep. I mean, this is a...
It's like Disney.
It's a lot... Yeah, Disney and Nintendo and a lot of companies do that. Like, they just claim stuff, and like there's no real consequences for them if they like are overly aggressive in like the videos that they claim infringe their copyright or whatever. This is a problem.
YouTube is big enabler of those big companies, because they don't want to get sued, so they'd rather just fuck the user base.
Yeah.
Shift the blame.
1 sec. I need seltzer water.
Okay.
KGB.
Boy.
So yeah. Anime.
What is it?
Black cherry. Delicious. Okay, so what's up? What did I miss?
Nothing. I just said anime.
What is it?
It's
and manga.
You probably want to avoid working with anime on YouTube.
It is a Japanese colloquialism, after all.
Impossible.
It's but true. I wish that YouTube would just stop being a little bitch And I also think we should just abolish copyright. That's over and above the YouTube situation. But it's
they should
true.
improve the system. Like the PewDiePie.
Yeah, that's a good start.
The video that PewDiePie made about the whole Mark situation, he also tells like he can't use his own music in his own videos because YouTube claims his music. Like what?
Whose music? Mark's music?
PewDiePie's.
Oh.
PewDiePie makes music like an artist makes an album and he can't use that music, or what sort of music?
That doesn't make hold on. That makes no sense because
who's claiming it?
I know a bit about how that system works, and they're supposed to like let you whitelist certain channels yourself. Like you're supposed to have control of that. Because GA Games has a lot of music, and they've whitelisted certain channels to use their content. They've whitelisted my channel. They've whitelisted a few of the other team members. And those videos don't get claimed by the bot. Or at least they're not supposed to.
Yeah, but...
so why doesn't he have access to that?
PewDiePie says something about like another company claiming his music.
Oh, well, that happens all the time.
Oh,
yeah,
companies just
which
falsely
is really
claiming
stupid.
ownership.
There's no filter for that.
Right.
Like, I did some streams of Hollow Knight, and Team Cherry has explicitly said on their website, Hollow Knight, you can use the footage, you can use the music, you can just use everything.
Oh, yeah.
We love it.
Yeah,
and then third-party companies will just, say they own the soundtrack to Hollow Knight because they distributed it in, like, Taiwan or something. So they claim it, and I can't do anything about that.
Yeah,
I can
remember
fight
that.
it, and eventually they'll say they'll do nothing about it. But it's like, it's stupid.
Yeah,
we all know that. But what can be done?
These companies never respond. They never respond.
I probably don't even hire a single person to do any of that. They literally are like.
Remember? Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's okay. I burped and I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay. Remember when Mumkey got his channel deleted and immediately he was like more popular than he'd ever been before, and like Keemstar was making videos about him and stuff?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
I don't know. In my experience, it's just good when bad things happen to your YouTube channel and then people talk about it.
Not necessarily in Mumkey's case. 'Cause he's never regained all those subscribers.
Mumkey, okay. Well,
he's
in Mumkey's
still less
case,
than half the amount he had years later.
Well, yes, his subscriber count, yeah, but I mean he could have played his cards differently.
True. I mean, he did kind of fuck up everything else.
Yeah.
His channel could have grown more if he hadn't fucked up everything else. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know. Like when PewDiePie's making a video about like your situation, about how like a company fucked you over. Like that's what you want. That's like the dream. That's the dream of the YouTuber, as far as I'm concerned.
I can assume that the Drawcast got
right.
some kind of boost after we got deleted and came back.
What's that?
I can assume that the Drawcast got some kind of boost after YouTube deleted us and then we came back.
Maybe, probably.
Has it?
I'm assuming a little bit.
I mean, it's really just the case of like people who otherwise would not say the name of a channel are all saying the name of a channel at once. And so a lot of people who have never heard of it are hearing about it. Because I knew of Totally Not Mark through Kaiju, but I didn't really watch their videos, and I forgot. I didn't realize it was the same guy when this stuff all started happening. I was like, wait a minute, that profile picture he has looks familiar. I figured it out, but like if I had not known,
it's Zoro.
No. I don't even think it is.
It was a contest of making a fan art of Mark in the One Piece style.
Yeah, he looks mostly like Luffy, but a little different.
No, he looks like Zoro.
It's like a Luffy Zoro. Yeah.
He's just Zoro, but he's sticking his tongue out.
The artist that drew that. It's like he draws really accurate One Piece art. He's really good. I forgot the name, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's sort of Zoro. But yeah,
Okay.
like lots of people have now learned about Totally Not Mark.
Yeah.
And so that's why it would grow if it all was, if it had been deleted and come back, there would be more people, new people. And that's why it's a good thing to happen, but it's not like a preferable thing. I think you can grow perfectly fine without it happening.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Sure.
Like,
it's like a little boost. It's like a Mario Kart like boost on the track. If you're like in 12th place, you go pew. It's like maybe you'll get a little further.
Yeah.
It depends on the person, really.
Yeah.
Like I personally, I wouldn't like to have I wouldn't like to grow up as an artist because of some tragedy. Honestly,
Well, whatever.
we're not we're not all you, Ben.
You are
We are different.
you are dumb if you think this is a me thing. I'm just saying, look, when you're a YouTuber, you live and die on the numbers, and things like this make a number go up. And like that's really the long and short of it.
Yeah, but again, it depends on the person. Honestly,
It would be bad if like your 600K YouTube channel were erased and you had to like start a new one. That would probably be pretty bad, and would probably like. It depends, but it would probably like offset any like signal boost that you get from something like this. Perhaps, possibly, probably, most likely, maybe. There
was a YouTuber who like had his didn't have his house burned down, but it did, and it was like one of the big fires in like California or something. And he's like a science something or other. I can't remember his name. But like he lived in a van for a while, and he kept making videos, and people the support definitely helped regrow what was destroyed.
oh wow.
So tragedy
based.
is big money, and you should try to burn your house down at all times.
You should seek to create. Yeah. You should
live
live as dangerously as you can and hope that
zone.
Something bad happens to you. Yeah.
That's
I'm glad we all learned a valuable lesson today.
You got to show your Patreon. The trick is when this happens, you got to show your Patreon. Oh wait, it happened to Teleperte too, didn't it? Because his channel was like growing pretty fast at the beginning of the year, and then YouTube deleted him over some bullshit.
Right.
So they said his videos were too sexual, but the videos they flagged had like nothing in them. And when people like kicked up a stink when he
deleted
came
his
back,
channel.
yeah, his whole channel got deleted for like a couple days.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And then when he came back, his like growth was like quadruple what it was before. Like
did he have to start a new one, or did he get the old one?
No. Like, he got his old channel back, but like he had slowly climbed up to around 1 or 200K or something. But when it came back, like he shot up like triple that in like no time at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that also happened. I forgot about that.
I remember.
On the topic of finances of content creators and things, I've had something interesting happen like in the last like day.
Yeah.
My Patreon
since the last
my Patreon, patreon.com/OblivionFall was fluctuating around $250 and $253 back and forth for like 2 weeks. It was just it couldn't decide what it would settle on. And then yesterday it just jumped up like by like over $30 out of nowhere, and I have no idea why. And I'm almost catching up to patreon.com/BenSane. I'm only a couple dollars behind you. This is a tragedy. I'm gonna have to give you money if I surpass you. This is bullshit.
That is a big problem. That would just be terrible if you had to do that according to the contract that everyone with the Patreon.
According to the Blood Pact, yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
What a terrible thing to happen.
Maybe when Phantom's Revenge comes out, people will like that, and I'll get a boost. Or
good,
not.
Good.
Who knows?
I pray.
I don't know. Did you put anything out? that did that to you, or what?
I put something out on the last day of last month, and I haven't put anything out since. I've been like silent, so it's no boost in viewership on my videos. I checked my analytics after it happened, and they're the same as normal. So I have no idea.
Oh wow, yeah, you're almost. Yeah, you're only a few dollars behind me now. Oh God, no! Stop!
No! Stop having money. Only I can do that.
Stop having money. Quit it. Stop.
God, I don't want to give Ben Saint my money. Jeez.
I definitely don't want you to do that. At patreon.com/Ben Saint.
From patreon.com/OblivionFall.
Yes.
Patreon.com/give and take. Haha. No, that wasn't funny. That was terrible.
I was waiting for Kaiju. Yeah. So, yeah, Oblivion, last week, you had a bunch of shit. You were describing, you said there was like a developing situation, and then like immediately after the episode, you said like, guess what? The shit is even worse than you could possibly imagine.
Oh
now.
God.
Yes, do you want to like there after the episode? So please explain everything.
Yeah, I'll recap. So my month starting December 1st was crazy. The first day, my job at Pencilmation that I've had for 3 years just poof gone in an instant.
Yes.
And that was spooky. And then the second day, the Twitter drama happened regarding the plagiarism of my friend's character. I also talked about that.
Yes.
And then the third day was the thing that I was considering talking about. I've changed my mind because I think it's a bit too much of a personal situation, and since then I've learned more. There's more grays going on.
No.
But that involves some stuff. It involves some very fucked up individuals, in my opinion. But I probably shouldn't rag on them publicly. Maybe it's not the best move.
Bonus episode material.
No, the fourth day, there was just family drama that from like 6 years ago that got resolved. That was a thing. The fifth day, December 5th, this is the new big thing. So every single day it was some new bullshit, and yeah. So on the 5th or 6th maybe, I found out through my sister, who works for my mum, who is a lawyer in New Zealand, that a whole bunch of churches, a whole big fuck ton of them, including all the big mega churches, including individuals such as Peter Mortlock and Brian Tamaki, who are these crazy nut jobs. God, I could, I guess, briefly sum up what those people are like. Peter Mortlock is one of those people who thinks that COVID restrictions are just like what they did to the Jews in Nazi Germany. It's identical. He's one of those people.
Right. And he's like a mega church pastor or something.
Yeah, he is. Who my sister used to rent from his son. They're one of those prosperity gospel types, which is like, if I'm so rich because God gives me money, sort of people.
Yes.
Yes. You just have to have faith, and you'll be rich like me.
It's like the evangelical Christian equivalent of like The Secret, where like.
Yeah,
like
it's so
only instead of like fate and the universe, it's God, and it's like God rewards goodness with wealth. So if that means that if you're rich, that means it's because you're a good person and God wanted you to be. And if you're poor, it just means you just have to be a better and more godly person, and maybe then God will give you money. Like that's literally it. Yeah.
You're so right. You're so right.
I am so right. I always am.
Yeah, so my sister used to rent from his son, and apparently like 70% of the year they were out on luxury vacations around the world. They had their like $80,000 car parked outside her tiny little shed she lived in that they were charging like $450 a week for her to live there when she was a single mother. That real Christian charity. It was a fucking
sure.
It was a shitty house.
Listen, we can't live on Christian charity. It doesn't pay the bills.
So that's like Peter Mortlock. Brian Tamaki is like, he's the leader of Destiny Church, and he's like he's almost like a cult leader. Oh my god,
he has a church now?
Well, he's had a church. It's called Destiny Church. It's the church he leads. He's like this nut job. He put out a bunch of DVDs about how gay people are Satan.
That's
at
right.
one point, and
DVDs.
He's
DVDs.
nowadays he's going on about all these conspiracy theories about the COVID. It's not real. It's made up by the aliens or some shit. I don't know. He's a crazy man. So those are some of the colorful characters who are involved in this lawsuit against the New Zealand government, because how dare the government say that, if you're going to be standing in front of a congregation, you should be vaccinated, or maybe not stand in front of them. And that's the only rule. And that's a rule they have for all jobs. It's not a rule they made specially for the church. It's a rule they have everywhere. And they can't, I don't know why they can't just sit in another room, like with a webcam projecting their face on a big screen with a speaker. Like, that would solve the problem. Like, I don't know why they can't do that. They're just kicking the feet around.
Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and their justification is, one, separation of church and state, and two, Jesus said we have a right to congregate however we want. We have a God-given right to spread disease. This is apartheid.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of the legal documents. It's stupid.
If Jesus were alive today, he would go around. He wouldn't be laying his hands on people and curing their coronavirus. He would be laying his hands on them and pulling their mask off and being like, "Fuck the state, breathe free, my child."
Yeah, it's dumb, and the reason, the most fucked up thing, is one of the lawyers representing them is my mom, and I can't condone this. I do not agree with her.
A lawyer representing whose mom?
My mother is representing these churches legally.
My
My mother's helping them sue the government,
bad.
and I think this is fucked
That's
up, and my mom should stop.
That's too bad. Yeah. I mean, is
this
it like
isn't public knowledge? I don't even know if I'm. I'm not leaking documents. I'm, for all I know, I could be telling fanciful lies.
Did she take the case? Did she take the case? Like, yes, I'm going to do this.
Yes, my mother believes in it, which is
it sucks. No, bummer, dude. Bummer. It's okay.
It's frustrating.
At Thanksgiving, this is not as bad, but at Thanksgiving, I tried to explain. Did I say this before? I tried to explain to my mom why I think that means testing is bad, and why I think it's good that the what were they called? The the COVID relief checks. Why I think it's good that everybody got them, and how I think that things are universal programs are better, and means testing creates weird incentive structures, etc., etc. And it just didn't get through to her at all. She just was like, okay, but I just think that if you have more money, you shouldn't get the checks. And I'm like, okay, well, thanks for listening. Cool. So it's okay. My mom sucks too. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's a shame because my mom used to be, in my opinion, pretty cool. When I was growing up, my parents, I still consider myself a Christian, I guess, but my parents were much more intellectual than your typical Christian parents. They were like, yeah, Harry Potter's fine. Yeah, just hang out at the university. They were very much more on looking at how do I explain this in brief terms? Just taking an academic approach to the Bible and all that shit, and looking at the historical context of certain things, and looking at the original Hebrew meanings of words, and how modern day Christianity has twisted things in stupid ways, and how hell doesn't actually exist, and heaven's not even a thing, and all these misconceptions that everyone has, and trying to get to the roots of it, which I think is way more interesting than modern Christianity, especially modern American Christianity, which is fucking dog shit. And it's I don't know. I feel like my mom's been talking to some weird people for the last few years, and she's slipping. She's slipping, and it's not good.
I understand. It's too bad though.
It
so that's an ongoing situation.
Yeah, it'll probably be public in like
it's an ongoing
I'm not sure.
legal battle.
Yes,
that I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens.
I have leaked government secrets on the PCP.
Yes.
Epic. Come and get us, government.
I had thought you were gonna talk more about the that black cat OC person. I thought I thought that's what it was about.
No, it was a different drama every day for a while.
Oh, yeah, good.
Not much else has happened with
Nice.
that. My friends just gone off Twitter because they can't handle it. They're just stressed out, and the other artist, I haven't heard anything in a while. It's just kind of gone quiet.
Wait, who's gone off Twitter?
My friend who created the character has gone off Twitter.
What was her name? Her name?
Her name is misstwipietwins. I can link
Oh, right. Okay.
her
Okay.
Twitter
Yes.
page
Well-
for the viewers.
Yep. Shit's you just when you're not getting anything out of the internet, just log off. Just close the screen. How can you get bullied on the internet when you can just close your eyes and not look at the screen?
Yeah.
It's simple. Yes.
Exactly. They took the advice.
Exactly.
That's
They took the
what I
advice.
was trying to say earlier. But what happened? What happened with this person?
Oh, it was explained on a previous episode, but basically...
Oh, I haven't listened to that one yet.
Yes.
Damn.
It was last week.
This...
Or no,
Miss
2 weeks ago.
Miss Twipe made a character, and there was this other person, another artist, who was larger than she was, had a larger following, loved her OC, drew it as like fan art, and then slowly, or like suddenly, I can't remember, decided that they're going to make their own OC, which looks completely exactly the same, and then just call it their own character, and say, Twipe's character is gay, I think. And then this new guy.
No,
they
made her straight. They made her straight.
The
My
guy
version is identical to
OC.
yours, but they're straight.
Yeah, and they're being a real bitch about it, and like a real asshole.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was
Funny
They
shit.
spent like a year, like the better part of a year, trying to resolve it in private. And the bigger artist was like, "Oh yeah, I'll tweak the design. I'll do a thing to show like the differences. I'll do this and that." And then he just wouldn't get back to her, and was mucking around, and eventually just stopped responding to her messages. And then when we went public about it, he was trying to like cover it up and hide people's comments. And then my friend filed a DMCA, and then he played the victim and called my friend dumb.
Oh my god.
And it was all very stupid.
Flashbacks. Yeah, I've been through that. In the end, I just gave up. Like
Pretty much where we're at.
Yeah, actually,
It seems like he's not remorseful at all and doesn't plan on changing his ways.
no,
so.
they will never do. A few years ago, I also made a character. It was just a character for illustrations, not even for comics or anything.
A few years ago, I also just my friend had a character, and I thought, what if they were straight? And I owned them, so I made a character that was the same. And that bitch never let me hear the end of it. Sorry.
I wasn't even Twitter, but it happened over Instagram. Instagram was it? Yeah, and yeah, same situation. Like a huge artist asked me to. If he could draw a fan art, I said yes, and then he stole the character. Basically, that's the end, and I gave up. I wanted to fight, but same thing, same thing. Way to animation. I just decided to just fuck off, whatever.
See, you and Twipe have a fatal error. You made a fatal error, and that is that you are good at drawing nice character designs. What you should do instead is what I do. Is draw like really stupid, shitty cartoons that nobody wants to copy, and then you can make so much merch, and nobody will even steal it because it's like, oh, I don't care, that doesn't look good, and it's perfect.
Well, that's how the NFTs protect themselves from getting right-click saved.
True.
Just because they look like shit and nobody wants them. Did you see fucking John Lennon's son was like shilling some skull NFTs.
Oh, was that actually him? Fuck.
Yeah, it was
fucking
John Lennon and Yoko Ono's fucking son.
Sean Lennon or something.
Shilling the skulls.
Jeez.
What a fucking bitch. What a fucking
yeah,
bitch.
it was something like all those monkeys or whatever and lions, they look ugly, but these skulls are really gonna blow your mind. And they look okay, but like only slightly less embarrassing, but they're still NFTs,
I mean,
so they're supremely embarrassing by virtue of that.
To their credit, they did look better than the Bored Apes.
Yep.
I'll give credit where it's due, I guess.
Damn.
You know, if you want to be Papyrus
Sean.
or Shadman or something, you can buy an avatar, a skull avatar on the blockchain.
Bet fucking Julian Lennon wouldn't have done that.
Who's that?
Is his first kid. Or wait.
Oh.
Sean was with Yoko
Yeah.
and Julian was
Much
with
better.
the other one. I don't know much about the Beatles. I
Much
know they
better.
made music at some point.
Child. I think so. I
Yeah.
think that's true.
So this is internet nowadays, huh? Damn.
Yeah, it is. I did see that, and I was like, oh god, this is weird, because it's like, you always think, like, oh, what would it be like if, like, people from the history had Twitter accounts? How annoying, or how would I find out how terrible they are? And I don't know much about Sean
How could
Lennon,
we cancel them?
But like, it's like an avenue to see, like, the worst possible take a person can make, public, viewable.
Fucking
And it's there.
Just reminds me
And it's
of
a Lennon doing it.
Oh god, which is the Monty Python guy who
Eric Idle? Who are you?
No,
There's
not
many. John
John?
Cleese?
Is there a Yeah, John Cleese. Did you see John Cleese's like woke joke tweet?
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
It was like so embarrassing. I was like,
I
God,
did not see. I'm curious.
He made a tweet that was like it was supposed to be ironic, but he's like a woke joke. And the joke is like three guys walk into a bar. One of them says like, I decry racism in all its forms, and the other two agree. And it's supposed to be like, haha, it's not funny, because all they said was, I don't like racism. And it's like, yeah, it's not a funny joke, John.
It's also like not
What's your
observational. Do people do
Yeah.
that? I really don't know where he gets that from. Like
I
the
don't know.
idea that,
Yeah,
that people who are woke or whatever tell jokes.
I don't want to
that
read.
Don't have punchlines or something.
I don't want to read too much into it, but like the corollary to a joke like that is like the obverse of it is yes, a joke that isn't a joke that is like self-consciously anti-racist is not funny, because without racism, how could we have humor? Without a little
that's
bit.
clearly
I don't
not
know.
what he means by that,
I don't wanna-
because that would
I don't
be
think
insane.
so. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's annoying. That's and he's old. He made old movies that are really funny. He basically is a guy from history who's tweeting, and it sucks.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's bummer. Yeah, I don't know. No thanks to that.
Sort of tangentially related. I guess it's like stupid to have thought of the BBC as like a good organization when I was younger, but that was the impression I got, was like they know what they're not like those American Fox News people that The Simpsons make fun of. This is better than that. This is not racist. Of course it is, but recently they've had that you may have heard of the transphobic article.
Yeah.
I think it went, we are being pressured into sex by some trans women, and it's about a few bloggers saying that trans women, I'm a lesbian, and trans women are forcing themselves on me, and it's not right. And that's the entire article. There's no trans person representation in the article,
I have been following Sean's videos about it.
Yes, Sean has made a video outraged about it, as an encourage people
2 videos
and I have gone along with those videos. I've left my own complaints to the BBC. The first one he covered in his second video, which is copy-pasted to a lot of people. A lot of what was in the thing he said was given to me, which like didn't address anything I said. So I sent a second complaint, and I did get a response. I will read a bit of it now. Hang on, just need to grab it.
Yeah,
but it was similar.
I love the BBC. I want to hear from them. I want to know what they think.
Okay, thank you for getting in touch again about our article. We're being pressured into sex by some trans women.
What a silly title.
Yeah. There was a part in it where it was like clear, because what I said to them in my second complaint was like, you are just being transphobic, and this is the response they're giving me is in so many words. It's too many words. I'll summarize. They basically say that yes, this is we understand that this is not representative of the entire argument, but we have done other articles, and this is part of a series of articles, discussing like transgender culture and stuff, and things that people have. So really, we understand that this article is mostly like conjecture and has no studies, but we made sure to mention that the studies are not accurate, and we said a sentence that is basically, there's not much data to go on, but the entire rest of the article and the title imply that there is something to go on, and it's blatantly obvious that this particular article is like, so it's like, we've decided. They don't seem to understand, or they're trying to not mention the obvious fact that to make an article on a topic that has no studies to back it up, that has no significant data to make a claim, the decision to publish that in the state is like clearly the intent is for people.
Decision.
It's not neutral. It's not neutral to like publish like one person said that Jews are terrible, like that happens. That's a literal fact. A person says Jews are terrible.
Some
we've
bloggers
decided,
said it, and no Jews that we asked for comment just decided to say anything about it. So we're just going to publish it.
It's technically journalism to find a thing that somebody has said and say this person has said it. There's no evidence that Jews are bad people, but this guy said it, and we're going to put that as the title of this article, and we're going to assume no responsibility for anything that happens. And it's like, it's so clear that somebody in the BBC in charge of this article is very steadfastly transphobic. And I've called them out in my complaint that by allowing this to stay up, you are just infecting the rest of like the BBC with a transphobic layer. Like, if you allow transphobia to be like defended and published, then there's no part of the BBC that isn't fucked. So fuck the entire BBC, you piece of shit. I didn't say it like that. I said it as Britishly as I could to make them upset.
Yes, good.
I said it very politely and directly and curtly.
When in Rome,
did you say you wonkers?
No. Britishly complaining is like kind of a meme, because whenever a British I don't know if this is the same anywhere else. Maybe it is. But we get all haughty and like upper class writing. We try and use the big vocabulary, and we're very direct. We're very like pointed and angry, but not where we're swearing. We be very, very clear and polite, and they can't do anything about that. So I made it so that
every time.
So they have to respond, and like I expect nothing to happen. I expect this to be like a confirmation for me, at least, that the BBC just has a transphobe in a position of power that wants this to be the message they're sending. An illusion of neutrality, but mostly just people, they understand that people read headlines and just assume They don't go into the article and find the sentence that says, this article is bullshit, by the way. We've said that, and that means that it's okay to publish. Nobody reads that bit.
Right.
So, yeah. Fuck them. BBC can eat a dick.
I would say the BBC is really shitting the bed. They're really shitting the bed on this one. It's bad. I did not write a letter. I guess I could have, even though I'm not British.
Oh yeah, here's the sentence they said. We used the word some in the article, since that clearly does not mean most, nor all. Others quoted in the article said, there is currently little data and we don't have figures. So they assume that will be enough for me to be like, oh, okay, you said it.
Oh,
so
you did say that, yeah.
See how that reads to most people who are dumb is, oh, we don't have data, so there must be even more trans people doing this.
Yeah.
I can't wait for even more evidence to come out.
It's
about
incalculably high are the statistics. You can't even express the ratio. Yeah.
I love it when people make really like bigoted claims, and when you call them out, they're like, "Oh, well, actually, there's not a lot of evidence. So, can you really say that I'm wrong?" It's like, ugh.
That's okay. That's someone. There was sometimes I see a thing on Twitter where someone will say something about, like, I don't know, history or foreign policy or politics or something. And it'll be like, I don't know, okay, like the mainstream media, right? Like, fucking Rachel Maddow will say, COVID has killed, however, like 800,000 people or whatever in America. And then some idiot on Twitter will, with an American flag in their bio, will be like, the mainstream media lies. Like, the mainstream media lies, and therefore, so I don't believe it. I think the number's lower. And it's like, all right, maybe the mainstream media does lie, but you're still basing your claim off of what they're saying. Like, if your reaction to their, like, oh no, this many people died, or it's not even about that, just anything that like the mainstream media says, and then you're like, oh, the mainstream media said it, so I believe the opposite. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know. Isn't it just as bad? Isn't it just as nonsensical? If there's someone that you think you can't trust, for you to be like, okay, whatever you say, I'm just going to believe the opposite. Like, it's just as irrational to be like, whatever you say must be false. I must believe the opposite of whatever it is, right? Because I don't know. It's an attitude that I see a lot. People just assume the opposite position because they don't like what someone is saying. But really, if you don't trust someone's word, you should just take nothing from it. You should just be like, well, we can't make any statements about, this fact, this subject, because the person speaking on it has no credibility. So there's just nothing to be gained from this thing that's being said. I think it's probably some kind of a fallacy, but I don't know what fallacy it is. But it annoys me.
Yes.
I don't know. It reminded me of that, I guess.
It's
something.
There's also, like, the words used to describe a thing can very greatly influence the people's reaction. Like, if you say a number of deaths, or, like, killings, or murders, or, like, if you use language to, like, lessen the blow, but still tell the truth, quote unquote, tell the truth enough so that you're not actually lying, but, like, make it seem like
a police involved shooting.
Yeah, something like that. It's like, yucky, gross.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the thing again. There's like a few bits. We believe that seeking the view of the LGB Alliance was a legitimate line of inquiry. So
yes. That's a wording.
In assessing if the article breached our standards of harm, honor harm, and offense, we believe the use of language was proportionate. Fair warning was given to the strong language contained in the article. Yeah, sure. just say transphobic stuff and say,
you were just triggered. You were just triggered, Snowflake. What do you want, a participation trophy, you fucking millennial? That's it. Like they're acting like you're offended because they said a rude word or something, right?
Yeah, the first like response I got was like, didn't address like the offense stuff, like the transphobia, or like the implications of doing this without asking a trans person on their position. They're treating it like very clearly like there's only two sides to this, whether you tolerate trans people or whether you hate them, and we're here to get a wide range of between those 2 points. And nothing else on the other side.
Right, we're here to ask for compromise between these two ideological extremist positions of tolerance or not.
Whether you merely think trans people are like they don't deserve to die, or whether you do, and there's like nothing else, nothing beyond that.
We're gonna thread the needle and find the nuance in this situation. Yeah,
it's so fucked.
Yeah.
They say if I'm not dissatisfied, and I'm not, I have to go through a different thing within 20 working days. So I have to do more complaining, and I will. I'll complain until I'm blue, pink, and white in the face.
Oh! I see what you. That's good. That's funny.
I'm laughing. Oh yeah, I see it.
I'm laughing.
Funny.
This is very clever.
Well, does anyone have any topics to raise at this point, or should we go on to voicemails? I mean, we've been going for like an hour and a half, I think.
I don't think I have much else.
Let me think.
I didn't have that much. I didn't have that much on my list this week.
Of my brain, because like I feel like stuff happened, but maybe it was just like Christmas and then stress, and I already talked about that.
All I did this week was Phantom's Revenge, and it just makes me upset. So I don't want to talk about it.
Revenge doesn't pay, Ben.
No, it won't.
Well, all it is is
yeah, the next episode we record will be Christmas Eve. It'll come out.
Oh,
really?
Oh shit!
Yeah, because this
one you're right.
Recording now will come out on the 17th, and then the next one 24th.
Oh yeah, we recorded our Christmas special for the Drawcast, and since we usually release on Saturdays, it'll come out on Christmas. So that's funny. What a good time!
Well, that'll be a treat in your stocking, in your little YouTube subscriber sub count sub feed stocking, a little gift for you.
I want to get so many things done in the next week so that I can relax, enjoy Christmas week from the 20th to the 25th, and then to the end of the year maybe, just sort of like winding down, because I feel like by being stressed and having all this stuff to do, it would suck so much if it turned like January 1st and I still was stressed. I need to get some of this out of here. Open a valve.
I feel the same. I really want to at least to have the beta done. If not by the 19th, which is what I really want, then at least by Christmas or at least by New Year. Like I really want it to be over, or not over, but like I really want to have to feel like yes, I completed something.
I want to feel like I'm able to like relax, and then I don't know. I want to get back into doing some video game streams because those are fun. I like doing that at the end of the like New Year's Eve streaming, and then like that part in the stream where oh shit, fireworks. New Year's, Happy New Year, and then we go outside, we look at the fireworks, and we come back in, and we continue playing. I've done that for the last few years. I really enjoy that, even if, like, I don't know if anyone watches, because it's, like, it's not New Year's for Americans yet, when I'm doing that, but it's fun. I want to have that experience again. I want to have, like, just chilling out, maxing playing video games. I remember video games. I want to play Phantom's Revenge on Christmas. I want to play Phantom's Revenge live on stream.
That's what Crack said. He wants Phantom's Revenge in his stocking, and I'm like, oh, I hope I can get it. I hope I can deliver that. That would be so good.
You don't want to let down Crack. He's gonna cry.
He will.
He's gonna cry a manly tear.
Absolutely. Also, I have another thing that I want to announce on New Year's. My other secret project, I feel like I'm going to be able to announce that on New Year's. And I don't know, I would like to announce that the Phantom's Revenge beta is done, and then have like a little time in between that to push that a little bit, talk about it, and then, New Year's be like, oh yeah, and the secret project is also available. And then there'll be a little time between that and, okay, now the actual final build of Phantom's Revenge is done, and you could play it, and it's available to everyone instead of just patrons, and it's all play tested and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I hope so. I'm trying so hard. 2 days ago, I worked all day, and I was on an incredible roll. I got on a huge roll of working on the game and adding stuff, and like, yes, progress. And then yesterday, I wake up and I'm like upset, and I'm like on edge, and I tried all day, and I just couldn't get on the same roll again. The whole day I felt like I was just banging my head against it, and I was like, no, why can't I get that back? Why couldn't I have just continued from yesterday? Why? I don't know. I don't know the reason why. But I hope. Yeah.
We're all gonna make announcements by the end of the year, I guess.
Sure.
I'm gonna announce what I'm gonna be doing next year, because I'm not gonna be drawing comics anymore. I'm gonna change directions. I'm gonna explore new horizons.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that, or is it a secret?
I guess it's not that much of a secret, but I'm gonna do the big announcement on Twitter, but I'm gonna move on to animation from now on.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I have
Join me. Abandoned band.
I have a lot of plans for animated shorts for the next year that I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do, I guess. I want to
It's like drawing millions of comics, but like playing them back at super fast speed.
Yeah, but I want to have like something to show when I do the announcement by the end of December. And I'm actually also working on a secret project that I can't talk about it.
Oh my god, so many secrets.
Yeah,
so many secret projects.
But this one is not mine. It's like a mission, and you're all gonna see it like super soonish, because it's almost done.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
By the way,
like a big secret reveal party.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Also, I hope I get back to work, editing videos, because I'm scared. I need to pay my bills. So, patreon.com/kaijikun. I don't know. In the meantime,
did I?
And also,
link in description.
Yeah. Also, just. Something I forgot to say. Anything I said in this podcast is just my own personal opinion and my own personal take. Listener, please. I'm not speaking.
Anything Kaiju said.
Anything
Kaiju
Shut
said.
up.
You should assume the exact opposite is true. You should assume the exact opposite is true.
Shut up.
Everything I've said is the opinion of God and should be taken with utmost seriousness.
You don't want to disappoint God, do you?
Something did happen. I think this week I got my first ever COVID test. I had never been COVID tested before.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty uncomfortable.
Horrible.
It was.
It feels so invasive.
It was not quite as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it was pretty bad. It was
okay. What so is it like different from the little kits you get?
I don't know. I've never done the kit.
Oh, okay. But I've done that a couple times where you get like a swab, you stick it up your nose, and it goes really far, and then you put that in a little tube.
They stuck it really far up.
Yeah.
In Vanussi?
It's the worst.
Is that what it's called?
Basically.
I had never gotten one before.
It's a thing with like a little fluff on the end, and it goes further than you could ever pick your nose with a finger. And it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna hit my brain. No, it's very weird.
it was pretty far in there, but it didn't feel as far as like the diagram made it seem like it was. So I was a little relieved, honestly. I thought it might have been even worse. I went to the Boston Medical Center because did I talk about this last week?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I don't think so either. I think this was this week. I went to Boston Medical Center and I had to like wait in line, and they told me like, nah, you got to come back in like several hours. You got to leave and come back because we got to go to lunch and like we're full up. And like, it took me like half the day to wait in line to get COVID tested because I had like my tonsils were hurting, and I didn't even think I had COVID. I thought I had strep throat. But when I went for a strep test, they made me get a COVID test too. So I got the results of the COVID test like a day later, and they said no, COVID negative, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I got the results of the strep test, and they were like, the results were confusing because it said like we did detect a small amount of some strep bacteria, but the I looked it up, and the strep bacteria is like, I guess the bacteria exists in your mouth all the time anyway. So like I don't know if I genuinely don't know if the result meant yes, you do have strep, like an infection, or like no, you're normal. And I don't know what to do about it either way.
Did they not say it was like a larger than normal amount of strep bacteria?
It said like Streptococcus G strain parentheses few. Like it had few of them. So I guess that means I had strep throat, but like I feel better. Like my throat is still a little bit sore, but it feels mostly better. I've had like a little bit of a stuffy nose, which I don't know if strep throat is even supposed to do that. I don't know if maybe I caught something else, like a flu, like a cold or something, or if strep just does that, or if maybe it's nothing and I'm stupid. I don't know. So I don't even know what the point of any of that was. It was just a waste of time and put me behind on my game, just like everything else in life exists to do. What a disaster. What a nightmare. I hate everything that is not Phantom's Revenge, but I also hate Phantom's Revenge.
You're so full of hate.
I am so full of hate. That's why I got Twitter suspended.
You gotta remember love, Ben.
I gotta remember love. Do you want to talk about that video and how stupid it is and how like annoying?
Oh, God.
I don't really have anything to say. It's just like whatever.
All I know is what I read in your chat, and I haven't watched it.
I did listen to the video. My takeaway from it was like, oh my God, this is like such navel gazing. Like this person literally can't talk about anything but themselves. This person is having like mind blowing revelations at the age of like 30 that like a child should understand. And then I look down in the comments, and there's like a few hundred comments that are like, they're all like, oh my God, such character development. This is such a mature take. Like you've grown so much. Like I'm so impressed by like the maturity on display here. That like the fact that you changed your opinion in some insignificant way about shit that doesn't matter and doesn't even mean anything at the end of the day. Like, oh, this video has me in tears.
Did she even?
And it just reinforced what I already know. Just reinforced what I already know, which is that like Yigheads are the stupidest people in the entire world. They're the stupidest rubes, the most easily manipulated, most easily impressed morons that exist. And if you think that if you watch it, there is something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you in the head, and I think you are just like an imbecile.
What happened?
And you should seek help. Oh, it's a new fucking Trixie video.
It was it was just sort of like a bunch of semi-connected thoughts about something or other. It was hard to follow, and I feel like the conclusions were so like normal, like basic, that I didn't really know when she was making them.
Yeah.
I genuinely couldn't tell you like what like the point is supposed to be. But boy, those commenters were really impressed with it. They really got a lot out of it.
All the summaries I
first-
read and your
I-
chats just sounded like stuff
I
I've
think
heard
I
before.
also had enough with Trixie, but long before she wasn't that infamous podcast. The thing is, there were some guys.
Oh, the Pro Crastinators.
There were some guys. No, I forgot the name of the podcast where she went like full traitor. But
Who are these podcasts?
yes.
Who are these?
Yeah.
Who are these?
Before
podcasts?
that,
I mean, I was done with her way before that. But
a couple of days before that. It was this thing that there are some guys on YouTube that are like creating this Digibro archive, and they put that video where Digibro talked about me, but with my old username that I won't comment here because I don't want to. And it was a rant about me, and it was pretty cool at the time. Yes, it was.
Did someone request? Someone requested a rant
and it
about
was
you?
actually at the time it was very helpful, but not the point. The point is that I changed my name for several reasons, and one of those reasons is because I've been harassed on the internet, and it's not cool, right? So some people found that video, the video that this archive re-uploaded, and they, for instance, they found me again, and they started harassing me again. So I tried for several weeks to get in touch with these people. I got in touch with other Digibro archives that I didn't know they even exist, and nobody knows who owns that channel. So my only hope and chance was to actually talk to Trixie and ask her, like, do you know these people?
Yeah.
Can you do something about it? Please help me, because this is harassment, and I want to avoid. I just want this video to be unlisted. That's all I want. I put a comment also in the video and stuff, and asked Trixie for help. And well, of course, she never replied. So I was like, you know what? Fuck off.
Trixie's too good. Trixie's too good to answer messages.
So fuck off. I was like, done with her.
Isn't it Tarbuck Transom that runs that channel?
I don't know.
There's multiple archives.
Yeah. I talked with some people, some other Digibro archives, like the owners of the archives, and nobody seems to know that specific channel who runs it. So I just gave up, and the video's still there. But it sucks. It sucks.
Well. I don't know. Maybe it's not Tarbuck. I don't know. He was the guy who was in charge of. He was sort of the head guy in terms of like collecting all the old videos. I don't know if he actually runs the channel though.
What's the name of the guy?
Well, Tarbuck Transom. He's in my server. He's in. I mean, he runs the Digi Archive Discord.
No, it's not him. I talked with him. It's Starbuck.
Okay.
Yeah. I talked with him long ago. He doesn't have any idea who runs that channel.
Long ago.
Which sucks.
I see.
But yeah.
I don't know then. I don't know. Just the disconnect, the disconnect from reality of like I don't know.
I gave up.
The people who would watch that new video and be like, "Wow, this is so important. This is so like I've learned something from this. I've learned something from this." As like Trixie said, like unironically says, like I realized recently that like people make easy content on YouTube. People make low effort content on YouTube, not because they want to make art that's bad, but just because it's easier and it makes them more money. It's like, wow, really? You figured that out, did you? That's great. I'm proud of you.
It's almost so like how
new.
could you not know that already? That I thought that was building to a different point, but it wasn't.
But she
It
does
just sort of-
know. She said it before. She said all that shit before. Like
No, Digibro said it before, but Digibro was just a character she was playing.
Oh.
That was just a character, you idiot. You fell for it, you
I'm a
fucking
fool.
moron. How could you think that was a real person?
I couldn't possibly think that. How dare you accuse me of that?
Oh my god. I would never. When I said that before, you were supposed to assume that I meant the opposite. Actually. No. Okay. That's enough. Enough. Anything else before we go to voicemails?
Shall we go to
voice?
No, I got nothing.
What? Ah! All right, well, let's do one. First voicemail of the day is called let me okay. First voicemail of the day. Oblivion.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I saw your message and it looked blank, and I was like, "Why did you post a blank Discord message?"
I posted a snail.
Now I see.
A snail
now
for
I
the
see.
voicemail.
You posted a snail. Very good. So, first voicemail, I'm posting it here, is called Sad Piece.
Oof.
All right. If we're ready.
I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Ben, it's your weekly reminder to catch up on One Piece.
Oh.
So you can be on the podcast.
Aww.
Aw,
Aw, jeez.
you took too long,
Aw. I did take too long. I thought it would be around forever. This is what happens like when you don't appreciate what you've got. It slips through your fingers. Pave paradise and put up a parking lot.
Ben. Pave paradise and put up a PCP.
Yeah. And put up a podcast? No, take down the podcast.
Pave podcast, put up a PCP. That's basically the.
I know that was a. Sorry.
No, I've finished.
I know that was a joke, but like it actually made me a little sad. We gotta move on. I don't want to think about it. Next one is called what is your opinion? Oh, lol. Oh, sorry. The next one is not a voicemail. It's just a question. Don't listen to this voicemail. It doesn't count. It's just a text question. What's your opinion on Trixie's videos pre-Yig and post-Yig? Okay. Well, we talked about that a moment ago. Post-Yig, dog shit, the work of a delusional narcissist. Pre-Yig, I would say it's similar. Like, everything that has happened since has made me reconsider all the past videos, and I now realize, wait, actually, it's kind of always been the case that Trixie, doesn't understand what she's talking about half the time, isn't able to say anything that isn't, directly about herself.
Yeah.
Just is kind of stupid, and kind of always was, actually.
My favorite
I watched a bunch of old
Digibro
videos.
content was Digibros, the Let's Play series with Victor. Unironically, my favorite. I had gone back and listened to that a few times. I'm glad that channel's still up. Because Victor owns it now.
I genuinely think that the real talent, Trixie thinks her talents are such and such, but her actual talent was always only ever to make losers and weirdos think that she is like them. That's what did it for her. More than her ability to make compelling points or articulate something impactful or whatever. It's I don't know.
I feel like
just terrible.
There's
just fucking
there's
terrible.
nuggets of good video scattered around, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Which ones.
I remember the good ones.
Do you remember Love? Do you remember Love?
Oh no, I don't remember that. Fuck.
You forgot Love? You forgot it?
What is it?
Fuck.
Where's Urban Dictionary? Oh god,
I don't know.
We can't even find.
Nobody
I don't even
knows.
remember Urban Dictionary. We don't have Nate to help us.
You don't have Nate to look it up on Urban Dictionary. Sad.
Nate's always the hero with the link.
Remember Nate? I don't.
The next.
We have forgotten Nate.
We have forgotten Nate. The next question is another text question. It's not the audio. What happened to the PCP corner guy? We rebranded. The PCP died, and we rebranded it, and now we do tombstones. And that's what happened to the PCP corner guy. I guess he's probably also dead. He's also probably buried somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess he died. I guess he's dead. That's the canon answer. Okay, next one, and this is the audio one, is called Do It. So let's give this a listen. In 3, 2, 1, go. I was thinking the exact same thing this week. I was looking at the logo. It's like, why don't we just change it to be PCP? It's stupid. Nobody calls it TPC. That's
true.
I mean, that's true.
But it's hard. It's hard. It would take me like an hour. It would take me like an hour to change the logo.
Wow.
I don't want to do it. No, you're wrong. No, okay. You're an idiot. It would, because I would have to find the font, and I don't know what font it is, or I would have to recreate it by hand, which would be
I feel like
annoying.
it would be
Just
worth
copy
it
the
to like
P.
just redraw it.
Yeah.
Just copy the P.
Do
over.
different font, different CD.
Oh, I guess I could kind of just copy the P, and that would take like most of the work out of it. Yeah, I guess I could just do
Maybe-
that. No, but like, because there's no high res. No, there is a high. Okay, I would have to find the high res version of it. I think there is one in the Google Drive.
Well,
somewhere.
the high res version has like the thing is cut off.
You
That's
could
always
just
been an
give
annoyance.
me $15 to vector it, and then you'll have infinite resolution.
No, they'll never get my $15. You're gonna give me $15 when you make more than me on Patreon.
Oh shit! That'll be $15 over 15 months, Ben.
Okay, well, I'll take what I can get, I guess. Okay, next voicemail is called it's called Why Do Boomers? And there it is. Okay, Why Do Boomers? 3, 2, 1, go.
Why are boomers so obsessed with gas prices to determine whether or not a politician is good?
Because boomers love cars, and
They're self-centered.
it's just a very like
It's
I understood.
the boomers.
it's just a very
the boomers are the real.
it's just a very
vroomers.
obvious.
I listened to gas and I was really confused.
What?
My
Oh,
parents
do you not
used
call
to
it
be like
gas?
that.
It was cars or gas?
Oh.
There's petrol and
Um,
gasoline, which I think are exactly the same thing.
Oh yeah. No, I just
When I was a
misunderstood
kid,
the word.
gas. Yeah.
my parents were always like,
Gas prices are just a very obvious, something that very obviously fluctuates, and like you can see it very clearly, like every day when you drive. So it's just like really in your face, like, oh, gas prices are up. I notice that all the time. So I guess the politics are bad now because the gas is more expensive.
we gotta.
It's
go,
just a very like obvious. That's genuinely it. It's just a very obvious thing. It's a very
goddamn
obvious like
gas
indicator of
prices
something.
are so high. We need to go bomb some more Middle Eastern countries to get that cheap gas.
I guess so. Although we don't actually import that much gas.
We get it from like oil rigs or whatever.
What? Well, maybe the UK is different, but in America, we mostly create our oil domestically. The thing about like gas from like Saudi Arabia and like the Middle East is mostly about maintaining control in the region and like controlling the supply to like our enemies like Russia and stuff. It's not about acquiring the oil for ourselves so much.
If you control the oil's Patreon page, then you get to get it to cut a bit off the top every time there's a transaction.
If you make more oil than your enemy, then you have to give them oil on Patreon.
Imagine if Russia had a
Yeah.
Patreon page.
Something.
oh god,
I
I'll
would
donate one
pledge.
drop. I'll
I
pledge
would
one drop of
pledge.
oil per month.
Imagine like countries having Patreons, and then like if you pledge a certain amount, you get citizenship. You just move there.
I got
If you pledge a
called
certain
on
amount,
the
you'll be
phone-
Putin's best friend who'll call you for
I
20
get- I get
minutes.
called,
once
like-
a
He'll give you a
month.
Zoom call a
Several-
month.
Every few months, I get a call from some fucking like police fundraiser or another. Like
Oh,
yesterday,
yeah.
I got a call from something called like the Patrolman's Fund, which I'm sure is a police thing.
I get calls like that too. It's weird.
and I always hang up on them. I think it might be the same guy under a bunch of different aliases. Or maybe they just all sound the same. Next voicemail is called "Sorry for sending 2 voicemails in a row." Ooh woo. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Ben, you should sing more often. You have a nice singing voice.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Ben. Show us your
I guess
stuff.
I
I think the ooh was pretty convincing, Ben. You should try it.
Ooh, I I like singing, and I think I'm okay at it. I don't get much opportunity to do it. Like, it doesn't come up that much in like stuff that I do. I don't know. Sorry. I wouldn't mind doing it more.
Sing
next
voicemail right
is
now.
called... No, I won't. I won't do it off the cuff. I refuse. Next voicemail is called Fried Vocalist. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's time to get organized.
Yes.
You know why? Because I say so.
I don't
Was
agree.
that me?
Enough
Was that
when
us?
I say so, and maybe some things are that simple. There, I sang. Yeah, get organized. Clean your room. It's good for you.
Organized.
I guess. And I mentioned last week I have a giant pile of boxes in the corner of my room. My room is like too big. My room is like a little bit too big, and I don't have like enough furniture to fill it with. So one corner of my room is just a pile of boxes, just because something's got to take up that space. I don't know. Fuck it. Next voicemail is called Hater.
Oh no.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ben, why you always hating? Why you such a hater?
I am always
Sipping
hating.
on haterade. Gib don't hate.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
I see it all the time. I hate everybody.
I am always hating, but like, maybe people need to hate more. I don't know.
Mauled.
Sometimes
Rhymes with bald.
there's such a thing. No. Okay. Seething. Okay. Coping and seething and molding are not the same thing as hating. Being a hater is being like a naysayer.
Like a pony.
Like being like, oh, yes. It's being like, oh, that thing sucks. That thing's stupid. You can hate without molding. Like, you can be like a casual hater who's just like, that's dumb. I don't like that
Fucking
thing.
Cowboy Bebop Netflix. Ugh. Stupid.
Yeah. Some people don't. I think there are some things that more people should be haters about, and I proudly hate on those things. And that's my official.
I think it is.
position.
I think it's good to, like, to throw shit at things that deserve it, such as big, like, government things and like corporations and all that.
Right, like vaccine mandates, like mask mandates.
No, I mean, like, when
No.
they're doing bad stuff, not good
what about our
stuff.
freedom? What about our freedom? Though?
Fuck freedom. Freedom sucks.
You
Ugh.
can't. What? Huh? Maybe freedom does kind of suck. Maybe that's why I should go and like pledge to Russia's Patreon.
Yeah.
Next voicemail is called BGE Monthly Cast Clip 1.
Oh.
Okay, it's loading.
This is stealing.
BGE Monthly Cast. There are 2 clips. This is clip 1. 3, 2, 1, go.
And, you know, Ben is my literal biological brother. We grew up together. We got a lot of memories together. And, I mean, hey, what can I say? I love my brother. I love him. He's a good guy. I got his back. And he's clearly got my back. Sometimes.
That was nice.
That's sweet. I'm glad he thinks so, because I think that's generally true. I won't, did you see the thing in the news about, like, Chris Cuomo getting fired from NBC or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Whoa. What the?
Okay. Well, I'll sum up. The governor, I think he was the governor of New York, or he might have been the mayor of New York City. I always confuse those two. But one of those two was this guy, Andrew Cuomo, and he was really popular for a minute there during COVID. The libs were really loving Andrew Cuomo. But then, like, he did a bunch of shit. He, like, lied about a bunch of figures. He, like, got a lot of people killed due to, like, fucking around behind the scenes with like, the data and stuff. He acted on bad data. He obscured figures to make himself look better, make the state look better. A lot of people died. But that was fine. Nobody cared about that. But then there was like a sexual harassment scandal because he made women feel uncomfortable and like was like behaving inappropriately. And that was a big thing that caused a big scandal and I think got him like impeached or something. And his brother, Chris Cuomo, is like one of the head like anchors for a major news network. I think it's NBC. I forget. But apparently Chris Cuomo was basically like giving Andrew like privileged information. He was basically colluding with Andrew to like help him get off these charges of like sexual harassment, which is obviously inappropriate behavior for, you know, a national news anchor and the governor of like a state or mayor of a major city or whatever. So in this shit came out and they fired Chris Cuomo over it. And a bunch of other journos were like, if my brother did something illegal, you know I'd have his back, right? Like, I'd have my brother's back no matter what. And it's like, you know, that's nepotism, that's collusion, that's illegal. You're literally just admitting to being corrupt, is what you're saying there. So I wouldn't have Nate's back if he did anything like Andrew Cuomo.
Oh God.
I wouldn't say it's not an unconditional backhaving, right? There are things you could do that I would be like, I can't have your back about this.
Definitely.
But in general, it's true. I do have Nate's back, and I'm glad that he knows that.
That reminds me of my brother, who I mentioned this a few years ago.
Also was embroiled in a sexual harassment.
No,
scandal.
not sexual harassment. He was being sued by Sony because of it. I guess I can tell this quickly. This is a fucking crazy thing that happened a few years ago. My younger brother wanted access to the PlayStation 4 like development kit or something. It's like some proprietary software that game companies can license to make PlayStation 4 games, or maybe it was PSP or something. But he was just a guy. He didn't have access to it, and he wanted it. So and my little brother's autistic, and he's like not very good at like, you know, communicating, I guess. But somehow he managed to create a fake.
How old is he?
He was like 16, 17 or something. He managed to create a fake identity and a fake company and get it officially registered with the New Zealand government at a fake location. Like if you look up the coordinates on the map, it's just an empty field where he claimed his game company's office was. He got the company officially registered so that he could like, you know, go to Sony and ask for the PlayStation 4 like dev kit, and they gave it to him, and then he just leaked it. They caught him immediately.
I kind of like that, but
that sounds like something you could sue over.
Very dangerous for him.
They caught him immediately because when they give the kit to someone, they embed your information in there so that they can track it. And they caught him immediately. And because he was too young, they tried to sue my whole family. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Oof. I don't have your back, but also my family can't afford to deal with this. So I hope I'm not I can't defend him, but I'm glad it ended up getting resolved without a whole bunch of money being lost for my family.
Did that resolve itself?
It did get resolved. Again, my mom's a lawyer, which helps. So she was able to be like, look, he's a minor. Like they were trying to argue that like
he's literally neurodivergent and a minor.
Yeah, he's a neurodivergent minor who like they were trying to argue, well, it's clearly negligence. The parents, you should have known this was going on. And for me, knowing what my brother's like, it's like, no, he's like a little goblin troll in his room. Like he doesn't like communicate much. Like it's very hard to know what he's getting up to. And if you try to like peek your nose on like his business, like he gets very like agitated and lashes out. So it's like not smart to like do that. You have to give him space. So they were able to get it settled on those grounds, but Sony really wanted to sue my family over that.
Jesus, that's kind of scary. Wait, one sec. I need another sparkling water. I've got the small bottles. They don't last long enough. Oh Jesus. Oh God, it's gone everywhere.
I'm gonna pee. BRB.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Just kidding. Didn't go everywhere.
Gibbs peeing.
Ah, fuck. Although it might... It fell out of
Oh
the...
shit! I just remembered another thing.
It fell out of the fridge, so it might go everywhere when I open it. Let's... No, it's fine. Okay, phew. Anyway, what'd you remember? What's up?
I just remembered the other time my mum sued the New Zealand government and won.
Wait, what?
I'm just remembering all these things.
Well, what?
All right.
Well,
In 2008, my mum was the PA for Sanitarium, the New Zealand branch of Sanitarium, which is like a big health food company. Anyone living in Australia or New Zealand will be familiar with them. They make up and goes.
that's like a very unappetizing name for a food company.
Well, the word sanitarium is appetizing to me because that's all I knew them for. I didn't know what that word had another meaning. Well, in any case, my mom was in a car accident. She was just parked and another car slammed into her and like it fucked up her neck really badly, and she lost her job. And so she had to go on like a
I thought you were gonna say she lost her jaw, like she was like Ebert,
her job.
like Roger Ebert, like no jaw. Okay, God.
No, she got a slip disc in her neck. And so she had to go on like a disability for.
That's awful.
It was awful. She had to go on a disability for people who've been in accidents. And it never like properly healed. She was just in awful pain for like 5, 6, it's like 7 years. Like the pain still hasn't gone away since 2008. It's never completely gone.
Christ.
And for the first like 3 years, she was like on so many like painkillers that like you're not supposed to take them for like long periods of time. They're not designed to like be taken at that dosage for a lot. So like the painkillers were building up in her system and like fucking up things even more. She had a surgery that didn't work out. And like 3 years into this, she has an appointment with her, I think it's called ACC, is like the government organization that handles like this benefit. She had an appointment, one of her regularly scheduled appointments with the doctor to see how she was doing. And they're like, oh, hey, this appointment, we're going to see a different doctor, not your usual one. We're sending you our special doctor, and it has to be on this date, and if you don't show up on this date at this time, you're losing your benefit. When they'd never been that stringent before. It was like, whoa, what the fuck? So she goes into this new office with a new guy. The second she walks in, the guy's like, oh, hey, we're here to talk about your degenerative condition, which is translation for...
What?
Your neck pain, that's not the car accident. You're just old.
Yeah.
My mom was like early 30s at this point.
Jesus.
And so they tried to like his point, without even looking at the scans, he didn't look at anything. He was just like a government appointed doctor who just said, oh yeah, you're getting old and the car accident had nothing to do with it, and I haven't looked at your records, I'm just saying this, you're off the benefit. Basically just lying. And when she looked into this guy, like this is his job, is to just like come up with bullshit reasons to kick people off the benefit. And he's done this to a whole bunch of people who've like sued him in the past. And it is bullshit. And my mom
sounds like a racket.
Yeah, so my mom sued him and the government over it and eventually won. But because all of the it took years for the lawsuit to like actually go through. By the time it actually like succeeded, they gave her like all 3 years worth of overdue payments at once. And for that year it pushed her over a certain income bracket, and like most of it got taxed away anyway. So
fucking hell.
No, come on. But like progressive income brackets though, like
I feel like in a situation like this, when it's money the government owes you, like maybe that should like be exempt.
Shouldn't be taxable.
Maybe in that one instance, for like someone who has a disability.
I was on pandemic unemployment benefits for last year and some of this year, and I was a bit dismayed and confused to learn that like that's taxable. Like you have to pay taxes on that for some reason. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you just give me less then if you're just gonna tax me for it? But okay, whatever, guys, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I see. Well, slip disc in the neck sounds pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
I live in fear of a slip disc anywhere. I mean, and the neck sounds like basically the worst place you can get it.
Dude,
I would imagine that probably the lower on the spine it is, the less bad it is.
I had a slipped disc in my,
just my guess.
PlayStation. It was awful.
Yeah, you gotta grip it. You gotta grip the. You gotta put the pad on or something. I don't know. You gotta clean that disc. Okay, so the next voicemail is BGE Monthly Cast Clip 2, and how much do you want to bet that this one just like is the exact opposite? It's like after the last one, it's like, but he sucks, and I hate Ben actually.
Ooh.
How much do you want to bet that it's like canceling out the first one?
I don't know.
All right.
I thought it could be about me.
All right, well, let's see. Oh, maybe. I just feel like, okay, the fact that this voicemailer left 2 voicemails makes me think that probably one is like a direct response to the other. But I don't know. We'll see. 3... Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, there it is. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm a dictator. I literally do things for the greater good. I kill a couple people who would have undermined my regime for the greater good, and everyone's ultimately happy. But also, I raped a bitch. You know. Also, I felt like raping this girl this one time. You know, is that fine?
Is that fine? I'm sorry. What did I say? I said I couldn't defend you if you pulled some Cuomo shit. Frankly, this is beyond Cuomo level. I'm sorry, Nate. You're on your own.
It's like
I can't have your back.
The voicemailer knew what our conversation would be. They predicted everything.
Yeah.
They duped us.
Damn, I can't believe Nate really said
tragic.
that. I can't believe he really is doing all that stuff.
I can't believe that Nate said that, and since Nate isn't part of the mainstream media, I have to take everything he says exactly at face value. Oh, damn. Tragic. Tearing families apart. Okay. Next. You know, okay, there was a comment, and I left a mean response to this comment. I was very mean to this guy, but I feel like it was warranted. There was a comment that was like, on the last episode, they said like, you guys have to stop with the unironic Nate hate, like pretending like he's a literal monster.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I wasn't
sure remember what
he was talking about.
I don't remember what we said. I don't remember what we said that was that bad. But I think maybe we made fun of him for not making enough videos or something, or something about like being like disappointed about the podcast ending. I don't know. I felt like he was taking it. Whatever it was too serious. It's not that serious. Anyway, next voicemail. Next voicemail is it's called "Once Again on My Pokemon Bullshit."
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey y'all, it's Ave. I'm making a Pokemon ROM hack, and I'd love to include you guys in the background.
Oh fuck.
Or whatever. So could you just tell me some of the like Pokemon that must be on your team?
Ooh.
All right, thanks.
Oh,
Bye.
Shuckle.
well,
Who are the sex Pokemon?
Lopunny, Gardevoir,
Goodra.
Salazzle. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
so
Lickitung?
Hatterene.
Yeah.
She has big boobs. It's canon.
Oh yeah, Hatterene is good. I have two like pseudo canon teams. I have my team in the Minecraft server, which is Mamoswine, Volcarona, Crobat, I'm forgetting.
Crobatsination?
Yes, he's poisoned just like the vaccines. He's 5G. And, oh fuck, what else is I'm drawing a blank. I'm so stupid.
Shit.
Whatever, go watch the streams. And okay, and then there's my cop killer team, which is what I used in the RFCK battle against the rowdy fucker, and also what is in my NPC cop killer version, which is also in the server. That one had another team, and that one, I think Crobat was on. There was definitely a Corviknight. I really like Corviknight. A bulk up Corviknight is one of my favorite mons. So that one's pretty good. Mamoswine, Corviknight. I don't know. Just do whatever you think
Renamon
is good.
Pokemon that I would have
I watched.
are like usually cute or edgy. I don't have any specifics except maybe Duskull. I love Duskull, which is the cute spooky one. And I like water Pokemon, and sometimes a big Pokemon, sometimes I don't know. There's lots of Pokemon that are good. I could think of many like teams. I
mostly like edgy Pokemon, but I really, really like Altaria and Mega Altaria. That's like one of my favorites. And it's not edgy. It's just epic.
It's
just epic.
It's like epic wistful. Different typing.
Epic wistful.
When I play competitive, I remember using a combo that I don't remember now, but it was between Umbreon and Gardevoir, or it was Mega Gardevoir probably. Gardevoir. But I really like Umbreon and Shuckle. Shuckle is awesome.
There should be a Gourgeist as well, because that's punk. That's a pumpkin.
Yeah, true.
I have this.
You can't have a Shuckle and an Umbreon on the same team, though. You don't need two.
I mean, yeah. I just like Shuckle. Shuckle in general. It's my favorite.
Yeah. There's plenty of Pokemon that I really like, but that like you can't use.
There's a
Shuckle's like, he's kind of good, but he's kind of mostly.
Yeah. But it's really funny to actually win a battle with Shuckle.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I've got like 4. I've got 4. So Duskull, Sharpedo, Gourgeist, and Spheal. Those are 4. I'm not sure about the other 2, but
is so cool, so good. Good.
He's edgy, but he's edgy, but he's also kind of a ball, and that's what I like. I like spherical Pokemon.
He's so short. Sharpedo is such a little stump.
There is a Pokemon that is a punk, right?
That's Gourgeist.
Yeah, Gourgeist.
It's except her like pumpkin is her thick belly.
Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist, right? That's the line.
What's Pumpkaboo?
That's the unevolved form of Gourgeist.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I have not played the gen that Gourgeist is from. I have just seen her, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Is he from Gen 5? 6?
Oh.
I think it might be Gen 6.
I also used a lot of Mimikyu back then. Mimikyu is really cool.
Mimikyu is good.
Oh shit! Wait, there's another one. What's the Sun and Moon Pokemon Lilligant? Lilligant is has the big.
Wait, no, Lilligant is older than that.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
No. I'm thinking of Blossom.
Yeah, it's not. It's not Blossom. Lilligant has like the big poofy legs, which I really like.
Yeah. It's
Was Lilligant new in Sun and Moon?
That's where I first saw her. I played like Gen 3 and then skipped straight to Sun and Moon. I don't know anything in between.
Is it that plant Pokemon with huge legs?
Yeah, with a dress. No, I think you're thinking of Sarina.
You know,
Sarina is like the purple one that looks a.
This is okay.
You know what? I have from Gen 4 onwards, I have like this problem that I began like watching the anime in Japanese, so I have like this mix of American names and Japanese names of Pokemon. It's really, really confusing. Starting from Gen 4, it's like Jesus Christ. I usually name like I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Japanese names, sadly. It's really confusing. I hate it.
I'm trying to think what mangosteen. The fruit that Sarina line is based on is a mangosteen.
I just thought of like a variant of Muck that was like made of magma, but that doesn't exist.
What is that?
It's actually a dark cloud enemy. What? Oh, I remember that. It was on a Drawcast where we did Pokemon combos. No, Pokemon but of different typing. This is supposed to be Lilligant, but fighting type.
No, no,
Right?
it's specifically fighting ground. So every second she is fighting the ground.
That's awesome.
It's unsettling. I can't believe I'm looking at it again.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. It's incredible.
The next voicemail is called wait. Okay. The next one is called The Mentioned Link. And it includes a link, but we'll listen to the voicemail first. 1 sec, it's loading. Come on. Post, please. There we go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, Ben. Give everyone the link that I put in the title. This is a game called Undertale 2, and it looks like it's just going to be a little meme, like a dumb little meme game. But if you try it out, you'll honestly be shocked by how good it is. I was. If you like stuff like Undertale, obviously, The Simpsons, Toho, Tales Gets Trolled, weird RPG Maker games like Hylix and Space Funeral, and fishing mini games, you'll love this game. I could go on and on about what I like about it, but just give that page a look, see if you like it, try it out. You won't be disappointed. I was already going to recommend this, but it became even more relevant when you talked about your concerns for the copyrighted material in your own game.
Yeah.
This game has way more copyright infringement than you could ever hope to achieve. So I don't think you need to worry about that.
Yeah, but it's on itch,
This
though.
guy makes other games. They're all on itch. It's not a problem.
I don't think...
So yeah, people at home, Google Undertale 2 Revenge of the Robots. It's the first link. You got to try it.
Okay, this does look awesome.
It actually unironically
Not to mention the artwork
epic.
is like extremely epic with a hint of gay. Love it. Okay, this does look awesome. Yeah, this is on itch, where I was not worried about like copyright stuff being a problem on itch. I was worried about it being a problem on Steam, which it probably still would be. Yeah, I will probably play this. This looks really good, actually. You guys seeing this shit?
I'm looking at it.
You guys seeing this shit?
I went to the
Maybe we
page
should-
and the animations.
Maybe we should
are
Shekels for
pretty
Heckles
good.
it.
Yeah, we could do that.
For
that'd be
real.
fun.
Yeah. Maybe we could Shekels for Heckles it. Kazi's been telling me to play Undertale, not Undertale 2, the other one, Deltarune
Chapter
2,
2.
for a Chapter 2 for a Shekels, and I keep saying, yeah, I'll do it. Maybe I want to do this instead.
Yeah, say it's Deltarune
honestly,
Chapter
Undertale's
2
old.
and just put this up.
Deltarune 2 is old news. Deltarune Chapter 2 is old news. Undertale 2 is the new
Deltarune.
hotness. Right. Whatever. Okay, next voicemail is shit. Here, this is the link, and it is called it's called Pennypacker. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I sent a voicemail last time and I misgendered Hippo.
Owned.
Since I haven't listened to the podcast in years, I forgot about his metamorphosis, so...
You did it
here's a
again,
half-assed
you fucking
apology.
bitch.
I also maintain that Ben is pretty gay. But at least he's not as cringe as Nate is these days, who desperately tries to sound smart. But he just comes off as a doofus instead. But at least Hippo deserves to be called a she. She's trying, at least.
Okay.
If we're talking about whatever abyss Digi fell into, or whatever gay shit he calls himself these days,
bro.
as his gender's
No,
as
fuck
fluid as
off.
his fucking name, that is just crazy. And I don't want to respect his pronouns since he's just addicted to Adderall-laced dick.
No, fuck you.
His gang is pretty cringe as well. Yeah, that's about it.
The
Bye.
gang is cringe, but this voicemail is very cringe.
All right,
This is
I don't remember
Yeah.
when they misgendered me in another voicemail. But fuck you.
Jeez.
That's not how trends works.
This is
You don't get to
this is
decide
the-
when and if you want to respect a person's identity like that.
I think that trans people are valid, but I don't think Chris Chan counts because Chris doesn't wear makeup and also did a crime, and that means that they're a boy now. Lol. Shut the fuck up. It's stupid. That was irritating. It's a
terrible voice, man.
I would think you would know better. I have said, I don't know. I've explained why this is wrong. Oh no, just the ones I like. Just the ones that I like count.
Yeah, it's
just the ones that I like count. And if I
equivalent
don't like you, it doesn't count.
Of being like, you're one of the good ones. Like,
You're one of the good ones.
I'd rather you just not be bigoted, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be better.
Guys from the voicemails, you have the option to shut up and don't say anything, but you fucking morons. What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
I'm going to kiss my trans husband on the cheek just to spite you. Also, the GoFundMe is still going on. I'm going to link that.
Well, the annoying thing is that I feel like they think of themselves as like trans accepting, but clearly they don't. Yes. They're not really thinking about it correctly. If they think
that is the annoying part.
It's the idea that respecting a trans person means just coddling them or like giving them like if they're trying hard, then you throw them a bone and you gender them correctly. But other than that, they're still in your eyes like not really it speaks to like a general like not, what's the way to phrase it, like not agreeing with the terms, but just doing it because it's a nice thing to do, not because it's like correct.
The implicit assumption there is that you the other person, you get to choose. You get to pick it for another person. And if someone like, if they please you, right? If you decide, okay, this person's cool, I'll do them the favor. I'll do them the favor of I'll respect their pronouns cuz I like them, right? Cuz I like them. But if like I don't like them for whatever reason, obviously then I'm not going to do it, right? They don't deserve it. They don't deserve to get that from me because I am the chooser. I get to decide if they deserve it or not. And I'm going to choose not to give it to them because they haven't earned it, right? You got to work for it. You got to earn it. It's terrible. It's awful. It makes me really mad. Fuck you. Fuck you, Penny Packer. Get fucked. Next voicemail is called it's called My Accidental Meeting with Ben Saint at Mice. This must be about, because if you remember, I tabled at, it was not a proper Mice, which is the Massachusetts Independent Comics Expo. They didn't have a normal Mice this year. They had a mini Mice that was out. It was an outdoor thing, and it was smaller than usual. But I was there one of the 2 days. So let's hear it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
I saw Ben Saint at Mice in August this year. I told him how cool it was to meet him in person, but I didn't want to be a bother and ask him for Road to Radcon books or anything. He said, "Oh, like you're doing now?" I was taken aback, and all I could say was, "I'm sorry, I haven't made a voicemail in a while," but he kept cutting me off and going "True," and shilling his Patreon in front of my face. I walked to KC Green's table, and I heard Ben undergo ketosis as I walked off. While shopping at a nearby mall, I saw him again, trying to shoplift 15 packs of cheese without paying. The girl at the counter was very nice about it and professional, and was like, "Sir, you need to pay for those first." At first he kept pretending to be tired and not hear her, but eventually turned back around and brought them to the counter. When she took one of the cheese packs and started scanning it multiple times, he stopped her and told her to postpone the payment until the end of the month so he can optimize his credit card churning, and then turned around and pogged at me. I don't even think that's legal. After she scanned each pack and put them in a bag and started to say the price, he tried to pay for it with Bitcoin.
That last part is completely wrong. Ben Saint would never part with Bitcoin.
I would never sodal. You should know from last episode that I converted all my Bitcoin to Ethereum so that I can pay the gas prices to get my USDT and USDC out. Duh.
But what about your
wait a minute, I gotta check.
USB-C?
No, you don't gotta check.
Wait, I gotta check
No.
gas prices.
No.
Ethereum gas price. Are we up? Wait. Okay, Ethereum average gas price. Are we up or are we down? Oh, we're down. We're down to only 78. Hey, that's the lowest it's been since October. That USDT is. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Wait, okay, we gotta check the price of Bitcoin.
No.
We gotta check the price of Bitcoin. No, shut up. No, we do.
Lava sucks.
It's the people expect it. This is what they come to us for financial advice.
No, well, they shouldn't.
And I encourage that behavior. Bitcoin is. Oh no, it went up. No, it went up a bit. It's over 50. Oh no, it's over 50. Bros, what do we do? It's over 50.
I don't know. What are you gonna do? Cry about it?
Lie down and rock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna
tears
do exactly
falling.
that.
I'm gonna get a bucket, and they're gonna have the webcam on the bucket, and see how many tears fall.
A lot. Well, bummer. I was hoping it wouldn't go back up against over 50, but it did. Oh well. Next voicemail is called Wisdom Potato. Sorry, I'm finding it here, there, and everywhere.
God.
Okay, Wisdom Potato. 3, 2, 1, go.
I hate the Procrastinators podcast. I fucking hate it. I can't get through a single point without literally every single host, constantly, like vultures, try and jump on me, and cannibalize my point, to the point where it's unrecognizable.
Gladys, I didn't know you were on the Procrastinators podcast. I'm very sorry for trampling all over your potato point.
Whatever. Next one is called Join the FAG, parentheses, Stomp Out the Red Pill.
What is this?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, PCP. Thank you so much for all of these episodes. Tons of entertainment. Keep them coming. You've already given so much, but I'm just asking one more thing. I understand that this is it went from the most red-pilled podcast on the planet to now probably the most blue-pilled podcast on the planet. And I
Blue,
need
no matter who,
your
baby.
help. If you couldn't tell by my voice, I
Hillary
am
should
a
have
high
won.
schooler, probably one of the last high school HPCP fans left, but that's neither here nor there. What happened is the Turning Point USA alt-right group, I don't know if they're alt-right, but they're definitely red-pilled as fuck, and they're putting up posters all over my school because they started their own fucking club, and it is angering. So what I've been doing is I've been working on my own grassroots opposition to them. And what I request from you guys is we have an Instagram account. It's at fagpennridge. FAGPENNRIDGE. It's the Fellowship of Atheist Gamers. And we're trying to at least overtake them in followers. We're at like 20, I think, right now, and they have like 124. So it's not going to be hard. But I think once we get to that level, I'm going to be able to, I'm going to have a lot more firepower. Right? Like I have, there's already a lot of infographics up there. They're just kind of parodies of the posters that they already have hanging up. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think they're pretty good. Anyways, thanks for your time.
Okay.
Funny cause, a bit of an edgy name, but it's not so bad, I guess.
Bit of an edgy name.
Fuck Turning Point. They're cringe.
I mean, yeah, fuck Turning Point.
Yeah.
I think Munchie told me that like at his school, they're also like Turning Point just kind of like shows up.
Oh no.
And just kind of, or like they don't really like advertise it. They sort of like will show up under like the guise of something else. But then like when you go and like talk to them, they'll be like, "Hey, have you heard about Turning Point USA? Have you heard about that the Democrats?"
I'm looking at this Instagram. I don't know if the F slur angle is gonna be that useful. I feel like progressive types would be pushed away. They're not gonna be pulled to Turning Point. But like, who are you trying to reach with this?
As a dunk, like as a dunk against Turning Point. because like, you know, it's FAGGOT, a fellow atheist gamers grassroots opposition to Turning Point. I guess it's kind of funny. I do think it's like, a bit.
Is it a play on Turning
off-putting.
Point? Does Turning Point have a similar acronym?
No.
you should have taken.
It's not like a parody. It's not like a parody of Turning Point.
It's funny, but like it's kind of like pointless.
Yeah.
In why it's like that.
Pointless, even.
Turning Point less. Okay, who was President Ronald Reagan? President Ronald Red-Pilled Reagan was the 40th president of the United States of America, and the 16th overall Republican president. His most important act for the country was his president, his work as an actor. Bedtime for Bonzo is, without a doubt, the best and arguably most genre-defining monkey movie of the 20th century. With a 5.4 out of 10 on IMDb, it takes the peak of presidential cinema. But enough about monkeys. Let's talk about those monkeys from those African countries. Damn them, they're still uncomfortable wearing shoes. Yep, he said that. Should have known better to trust Richard Nixon in a private conversation. Amazing, right? Who would have thought that an 80s era conservative was racist?
They're talking about Nixon? I thought they were talking about Reagan.
Well, I guess he's saying that Nixon, like, leaked the maybe Nixon wrote it down, and, like, that's how they know.
Nixon had the receipts for that beef.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
What I know Turning Point for is the fucking women's conference they did, which I saw a live stream where Shu and Vosh like reviewed it, and these people are actually insane. For the first like hour, there's like I don't actually know if it was an hour or not.
You mean Turning Point? Turning Point are?
Yeah, the Turning Point Women's Conference. For the first hour, they have this conservative woman up on stage who's like, "Oh my God, cute conservatives, you're so cool. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna be girl bosses. We're gonna get jobs and be business women, and it's gonna be so cool."
That's true.
And then Charlie Kirk goes on stage,
and she's right to say it.
And then Charlie Kirk goes on stage, looks at all the women, and says, "Yeah, if you pursue a career, you're not gonna be happy. You need to stay in the home and not have a job. You're worthless. And you will never be a man, and you can never be on the same foot as a man, and you suck." And then all the women cream their pants. It was funny.
That's what they wanted. The first one was there to set them up, to set the pins up, so Charlie Cook could just bowl them over and knock them all down.
Pretty much.
Like, yes. It was a false flag. It was a red herring. I think I support FAG. They're definitely better than the alternative. I like what they're doing.
I support it. I support the name. I'm in a gay relationship. I can say it. It's a great idea.
I think I would encourage people to. I think it would be pretty funny if the Fellowship of Atheist Gamers were to defeat Turning Point USA at Pennridge High School. I think I would call that a W. So.
Okay. They say the FAG is a parody of Pennridge, the Turning Point USA, and FCA, which is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Oh,
so I guess that's what they're going.
That's
against.
great.
I think I'm on board. Yeah, if I used Instagram, I would give a follow.
If only I could use Instagram.
I do. Okay, actually, no. I do have an old Instagram that I have not logged into in years, so I don't know. Maybe later I'll try and hop on and see if I still remember my password. Instagram at fagpennridge with 2 N's. Give them a like, give them a boost. I support it. Next voicemail is called X8. Here we go. X8 in 3, 2, 1, go.
He is coming.
Santa Claus.
Oh,
come.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Come.
Is X8 like an edgier version of N8? Oh, is it like the Nobody? Is it like Nate's Nobody?
Oh shit. It is. It's gotta be.
Maybe. I can't think of what else.
Like they all have an X in their name, like Luxus and Xehanort, and so Zate is the name.
Yeah, maybe. What would Nate's nobody? Would it be like
Taxon?
Exant? I think exant is pretty good.
Taxon
or accent? Yeah. Tenza?
Zenat. I don't know. I'm just typing random shit.
Zenat is probably closest to what it could be. I don't know the naming convention.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like that one because it has the NAT in it, and like,
true,
it's not different enough.
You're right. You're so right.
One of those other ones I said was probably pretty good. I'm so right. Next voicemail is called. Let me find it. A message about One Piece being political.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. All right.
Here we go.
Oh god.
3, 2, 1. This is from Berserk Chip. 3, 2, 1, go.
Please be based.
So I'm out of the loop. I'm behind a couple episodes. It's been busy, so I don't know what the deal is with calling One Piece political. I don't know if we're trolling conservatives or something. But you said at one point the show is clearly political because the world government are the bad guys. Like, Ben, it's a show about pirates. Of course, law enforcement and government bodies are going to pose an antagonistic force.
When's the shoe going to drop?
A show about
Come on, shoe.
pirates. It's like saying the show Dexter is anti-cop because the cops get in his way sometimes when he's trying to serial kill people.
I'm cringing.
Now, I'm not saying One Piece isn't political, but like if you're going to say that, if that's the meme, you got to have a better argument. You could say something
oh my god.
Oh god.
One Piece is political because
Serious?
Luffy only ever cares about himself and his tightly knit family, and that's like a staunchly conservative mindset. If you're gonna say it's political, I would go with something closer to that. Anyway, I love you, and
that
I
was
would suck
dumb.
your dick.
This is really dumb. Okay. Yeah, okay. You're right that like obviously it's a story about outlaws, so the government is the antagonists to our protagonists. Like, yes, obviously that's true. But, like, think about how the world government is portrayed. Do you think, like, do they seem good? Like, are they portrayed as though, like, they're doing what's right and they just happen to be at odds with the protagonist? No.
It's
like,
it's a
they're
silly
evil. And it's because they have all this systemic power that they abuse. Like, it's so obvious. It's so obviously about like, the government is bad, the police are bad, here are the ways that they're bad, and like that's reflected in One Piece. Like, it's obviously true.
The obvious,
give me a fucking break.
The thing with like cops and robbers. The show chooses to show the robbers, the pirates, in a good light, and to show them like the protagonist, the main character, good-hearted Monkey D. Luffy, as like a pirate. Clearly implying, then, a political message that not all people deigned as criminals are bad, and the world government is the one who decides who is a criminal, who isn't. All Luffy wants to do is explore the ocean. He's not, like, actually a bad person. It's not like, you make a show, and it's about this raper, and he loves raping. You wouldn't show him as, like, the protagonist as a good character, and then the police are... choosing who is the good guy is itself like a political statement.
Are you saying that Rape Man, my favorite anime, is political?
It's very reductive. It's very reductive to be like, the show's about a pirate, so of course the police are the good guys, or are they like it's like it's just like there's no nuance in that read.
I don't.
It doesn't take into account like what a pirate is. I think it's
just sort of like a lot of people don't know what it means for something to be political. I think a lot of right wingers, or otherwise centrists would assume that thing being called political means it's like a character similar to how like drug PSAs happened in cartoons in the 80s, where the main character of a popular TV show would turn to the camera and say, "Hey kids, stay in school, don't do drugs, political messaging from your government, the America." And like that's not what being political means. Being political is just having like an opinion on the way anything works.
I'll be honest. You could definitely take like a right wing or libertarian message away from One Piece if you wanted. Like, there's a really easy argument there to be like, yeah, the government is incompetent. We need to reduce the size of government. Everybody, we need to like form tightly knit clans and like look out for our own. And that's what Luffy does with the Straw Hats. Like he gets a clan together and like they look out for their own, and like they live in this world of, the strongest, prosper. They live in a meritocracy. They have to prove themselves in the marketplace of ideas that is the Grand Line and the competition for who will find Raftel or whatever. You could totally make that argument. Okay, example of an anime that has an outlaw as the protagonist and law enforcement as the antagonist that I would say probably is apolitical would be like Lupin the Third. Like in that one, like the main character is a thief, and his opponent is Inspector Zenigata, but like neither one of them is portrayed as particularly good, and like Lupin is like he's pretty amoral, but he's just doing what he wants, but he's likable, whereas Zenigata is not really representative of like the law enforcement as a whole. He's just like one bumbling idiot who is kind of acting on his own, right? And so that's like that doesn't really say anything about like the role of the police or the government in society. One Piece definitely does. Like to way more than
there's
like that.
I mean, like the Tenryubito being like literally living at the top of the world, breathing different
the Holy
air,
Land and the Tenryubito and the Gorosei,
and they're completely protected from all of the bad things they do by the world government, who they basically own. It's like it's so clear that there's like class inequality in One Piece. In the world of One Piece, there's inequality. There are bad people and good people.
It's super obvious that like systemic inequality is like such a huge fucking theme in One Piece. Like I don't understand how you could fail to see it. The whole Fishman arc. The whole fucking Fishman arc.
The thing is like everyone can see that, and they'll be like, yeah, that's a thing in One Piece. Some people don't understand that that's political for some reason. I don't know what they're imagining exactly. Political meaning. Maybe they're just getting caught up in like Twitter like argument things where they assume like I don't know, political means when a character says trans rights out loud or something super explicit. Like
that guy who started that argument on Twitter, I think his name was like Black D Gamer, I think was his name.
I forget.
His take was like he would say stuff like like there is racism. Like, yeah, there is racism against Fishman in One Piece, but like it's not about that, and it doesn't like say anything about it. It's just background. It's just background texture for the story to happen against. It doesn't say anything.
It doesn't even say that it's bad. In fact, none of the characters react in any way to the fact that slavery's there. They don't even get sad. No reaction.
They're all just like, well, I guess we'll just have a fight with someone, not about that, but just in front of it, adjacent to it. I don't know.
There's weird. Also, I mean, I
weird.
Don't have any political interpretation of One Piece, but there's also nowadays this conflict between the young pirates versus these old-fashioned pirates, which is basically a reality of Japanese politics nowadays. Like, it's time to the young ones to step up and the lizards to just go sleep, because Japan is still ruled by a lot of old-fashioned rules and politics that they don't work. Yeah. They don't work. I mean, Shin Godzilla, that movie it's all about that. This is the only message of that movie. So you could also
if you look at like political, it's about big lizard go boom.
If you look at like the arc of Wano itself, Wano being like the Japan allegory because it's the Japanese island in the world of One Piece. There's so many parallels to like historical events relating to Japan being closed off from the rest of the world like it was, which is why they were held back technologically. They don't have guns in Wano. They don't have like Denden Mushis and stuff. And and the world government, sort of an allegory for America and Western civilization, is like trying to get in. They're trying to open the country. There's like so many like things in One Piece that seem just like cool plot points and world building that I don't expect people to understand the political messaging of. But, like, it's clearly all there. To say that, to say with confidence that there's nothing political about anything in One Piece is so weird.
The people that I was arguing with who get like mad if you suggest that there's any like meaning to it at all are like they think that when you say that like there's a political message or there's like a political meaning to it, you're saying that like you're saying that like that's all it is, and like in their mind that makes it like that's like to call it like not a real story or something. You're devaluing it by saying
like
that.
A political message
when literally
it worse.
all I think is just that like the things that happen in the story and the choices that Oda made in how he constructed it say something and illustrate some ideas. That's literally it. But I don't know. Some people are upset.
There's I mean I know that like
okay,
there's
I guess.
Like there are YouTubers who will talk and complain about like woke things in other cartoons or media, where it's like they're pushing the trans agenda. That there's a gay wedding in Steven Universe. There's like some aspect of like it's political quote unquote is to be doing something that's like
when there's a gay
progressive.
wedding, that's political. But when you know, a class of people that exist at the top of society, you know, oppress everyone underneath them in order to, you know, maintain the social hierarchy, that's not political. That's just like that's just texture.
I think like I don't know exactly what these people believe, but I get a sense that there's at least some overlap between people who see videos like that, think of the word political meaning progressive, and then when they say One Piece is political, they think, well, I don't believe in this woke agenda, so it's not political actually, and they just shut down.
Things are only political if they're being done for the culture war. When Rebecca Sugar had a gay wedding in her show, she didn't do it because she like liked the idea or because she just wanted it to happen or wanted those characters to be together. She did it to put a middle finger to the conservatives, to be like, haha, I'm brainwashing your kids. That's why she did it. That's how they see things.
That is, I mean, true, and good for them. Good for Rebecca.
Yeah, good for her.
It. Oh god, I guess a right-wing person would probably look at the Tenryubito, and I don't know, I'm just guessing here, but my assumption is they would assume that what the Tenryubito, that the real world analog of the Tenryubito would be like the billionaire pedophile elites that are like which is like, I guess you could maybe make that parallel, but like it doesn't make as much sense because the Tenryubito is like a bloodline thing. It's not like a you don't buy your way in, you know. So it doesn't make as much sense to me, but I guess maybe you could try and claim something like that.
I mean, everybody loves One Piece because the idea
like, you
of
could say
being
that
the
if you,
little
I
man.
would respect that more than just be like, no, it doesn't mean anything. No, it's an adventure story. It's for kids. It doesn't mean anything. There's no ideas. There are no ideas in this story.
It's you just think about like when Luffy punches a guy who told him like, haha, I treat my subordinates bad and I'm an asshole, and then Luffy punches him. It's like, yeah, I feel so good that guy got beat.
Yeah,
I love Luffy because he cares about his nakama, and is like, so there's no meaning to any of that. You think there's nothing there. Of course there's something there. Everybody knows there's something there. That's why One Piece is so popular. Everybody loves being, you know, rooting for the guy oppressed by, you know, my boss, the fucking government, big thing that is like hard to comprehend, that is controlling my life. I want freedom. I want me to be the one who punches people. Everyone loves that. Everyone knows what that feels like. And that's why One Piece is so successful. And it's just sad to see that. Like,
it makes me really mad. It makes me really upset.
People who get upset and argue about this stuff, there's clearly a lot of common ground there anyway. They're just not thinking about it right, and it's upsetting a little bit.
For sure. All right, so then there's another one. It's called an addendum to the message about One Piece being. I know. Sorry, but it's shorter.
Save me.
There you go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Okay, so I wrote the script for that voicemail that I just sent about the One Piece thing, and then I sent it, and then 5 minutes later, I was like, oh shit, that kind of makes me sound like a conservative. So just so we're clear, I'm not a conservative. I don't like conservatives. They're mean to me in the YouTube comment section. I don't like them. I just couldn't think of a liberal way to say that One Piece is political. I'll keep thinking about it. Maybe I'll find it for you, Ben. I promise. I'll try.
You mean isn't? You mean isn't political? Right. This guy. This they were saying that's
can't
not
even keep his story straight.
I don't even. What's even the point? What's even the point?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Noted. You are
whatever.
Lord. Congrats,
Chip. You're fucking dead. If I see you out on the Grand Line, I'm fucking pillaging you.
You know what made me mad?
I'm raiding you.
He said something like, Luffy
What's up?
just cares about himself or his crew, and that's it. Like,
right.
Have you ever read One Piece? Have you actually read One Piece? Have you read Alabasta or Skypiea?
Luffy feels very strongly for helping people who are nice and who he thinks deserve to be helped.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's very simple.
He acts selfishly. He acts selfish sometimes.
Of course.
Well, he acts selfish, but it's for things that are not really that important. When somebody is getting hurt, he doesn't just sit back and let it happen. He doesn't like that.
He's the first one to act. Yep.
Okay, so next voicemail is called Job Offer Accepted. Posting it there. We have 4 more after this, I think. So we're getting down there.
All right.
Okay. Job offer accepted. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm a week late with this voicemail, but you were looking through Voice Jail and Voice Grill, and you were saying that somebody should be keeping track of that shit. And Ben just said, "Oh, well, we already have Mernpan doing Minecraft, blah blah. We'll just get him to do it." And you know what? That sounds hilarious. That's really funny. I proudly accept the title of Warden of Maximum Security Voice Jail / Grail. And the funnier thing is that I literally fucking did it. I made the maximum security voice jail and grail in the Pro Crastinators Minecraft server. That's right. You audience member, if you're looking for something to get that very special somebody this holiday season, fucking get in the Pro Crastinators Minecraft server, become a patron, $5. Just talk to me, under the table. Don't worry about it.
Patreon.com/theprocrastinators.
Davington, municipality of Davington, go there. And you'll see it. And you'll see all the funny people that left all the voice. All right, I think I got the message across. Thank you. Bye. I love you.
There's so much. There's so much in that server. We'll do another one. I probably won't want to do another stream until Phantom's Revenge is done, which hopefully will be soon. But after that, we should do another one.
Where is the voice jail thingy?
Where is it?
Is it in the video description of the PCP?
Yes, there is a link to it in the video description.
Okay, I need to check. I need to check if something has been rectified.
It might not be up to date. There may have been errors in the accounting.
I know there's errors. Because
results not guaranteed.
Yeah, Clusterpunk Kitchen still hasn't been added to the Grail. What a shame.
Are you sure? Because we did release a bunch of people.
No, to the Grail. They were never added after Keto Delito. After everyone unanimously.
Oh wow, that was ages ago.
They were never added.
Yeah, definitely should have been added. Oof. Are you sure that they didn't sacrifice themselves to release someone else from the jail?
No, that never happened.
Okay, all right. If you're sure, I believe you. All right, next voicemail is called Irishman Gives You a W. There it is. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Take your W. I guess you deserve it for that there take. You fucking animal, yeah.
Which one?
I think it's just an all-purpose, all-time use. Like, if you need a W, this
From
Irish
an
fella
Irishman.
can give you one.
That's pretty nice of him. I appreciate
that would be a good like sound for like a subscriber. Like, new subscriber, new donation. Like, here's the W.
The jig starts playing. Next one is called Irishman Reacts to Ben Saint. 3, 2, 1, go.
Through my Irish Catholic upbringing, I've never heard of a saint named Ben. But he does seem pretty based, so I guess I'll drop him a tithe on the next service.
Tithe me at patreon.com/Ben Saint, lol. Cool. Okay, the next one is called Irishman Reacts to Gib. So let's 3, 2, 1, go.
A gibbon that takes? Well, I don't know about the gibbon part. My older brother Chris used to take my share of the supper while pugging every other day. What a bastard.
True.
To do
He's
something so
absolutely
evil
right.
while poking. such an insult.
Yeah. That wasn't even like was hardly even about you. Just reminded him of some other bad thing that happens. Okay. Next voicemail is called Coming on Stream?
Uh-oh.
Question mark? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
According to the Bible, one shall not waste one's seed in solitude, thereby condemning masturbation as a mortal sin. But what if I jerked off and came live on stream in front of Mother Mary and the whole world, with the chat going poggers?
That's not a waste.
Would I still be allowed into the kingdom of heaven and embrace Jesus with a strong, meaty arms?
Jesus with a strong Man, I guess there's only one way to find out. We'll never know.
To do it and then die at some point.
Yeah, and let us know how it goes. Okay, this is the last voicemail, is One Cool Dud. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Ben. I stole something from Hobby Lobby the other day.
Nice.
I was pretty proud of myself.
Based.
Hope you're proud of me too, Dad.
Wow. I totally, absolutely. Just don't get caught. And if you do get caught, just run. Just run for it. They can't arrest you. They're not cops.
And then
and if there are cops there, don't resist. Go quietly. They'll kill you.
The PCP supporting acts of terrorism once again.
Acts of terrorism, stealing something.
Exactly. These liberals are going crazy.
Reminds me of that fucking guy. This was maybe a couple weeks ago on Twitter, but there was shoplifting discourse, and someone was like, shoplifting is... He called it looting. He called it looting, but what he was actually talking about was shoplifting, but he implied that, like, people shoplifting from stores carries the risk of, like, they come in with guns, and, like, they're gonna, like, hold you up at gunpoint, hold up the cashiers, and hold up the store employees. And it's like, no, that's armed robbery. That's a different crime than the one you're describing an epidemic of. You fuck. But some people are just like, nah, all crime is the same. Any form of theft carries with it the threat that the thief will put the object in a big bag with a money sign on it, and then pull out guns and knives and swords and threaten you with them. This is just what criminals do. It's all
machine guns,
big morass in my mind. I can't
grenades.
distinguish between anything. That's what happened, man. That's how it be on the internet sometimes. Hey, that was the last voicemail. We're done.
Wow.
We did it. Are we proud of ourselves?
Yeah.
No.
Not really.
No? Oh, fuck. what would make you feel proud of yourself? What would improve your self-esteem?
Listeners go support me on patreon.com/kaijukun.
People should check out your work if they have not seen it already. If they're a PCP head, they probably have seen your work somewhere around. But
support
check out
incoming animation career, please.
Yeah, I've seen 1 or 2 animated pieces that you've made.
You did the pumpkin alley-oop in the car.
Oh
animation.
yeah.
Right.
That was really fun.
Can we? That one was really good.
With the shine going across the sunglasses.
Yeah. That was really fun.
Kaiju knows what's up. Kaiju knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Check him out. For sure.
Hell yeah.
Send us a voicemail at speakpipe.com/PCP voicemail. Become a patron, hear our bonus episodes, join the Minecraft server, all that good stuff at patreon.com/the Pro Crastinators. DM me on Twitter if you are a Trixie patron and you would like me to pay you money to stop being a Trixie. I might as well. Haven't plugged that in a while. That's still a service I offer. I'll never stop offering that service. It's true. I mean it. I've done it before and I'll do it again.
I used to deride Ben Saint for this.
Tell your friends.
But now I support him. I've come around. I think it's just
many
funny.
such cases. Many such cases, my friend. I get that's what else? Buy Road to Radcon. Also DM me to buy more copies of Road to Radcon. I've still got like 50 copies.
I've only got
Will
one
I ever
copy.
move that product? Huh?
I've only got one copy. I should have more.
You got your copy.
For the community.
You got your copy. It got caught in the mail. I had to resend it because I forgot to include your apartment number.
Okay.
But
I gotta go like in 1 second. So
okay, well we're basically done.
We're basically done. Go to all the things. Stay tuned for my secret project. Patreon.com/give and take. Okay.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. I guess the rest of us are also done. So let's fucking stop. Bye. End the episode. Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay.
What?
Bye.
What?
See ya.
I thought you know. Are you saying goodbye?
Eleazar, take these sounds and overlay them over like the last minute so there's just multiple voices, just a cacophony. Do it.